y'all? What's happening? It's Debate from the Great State, episode 12. I'm hosting this week, episode 12. Unfortunately, we ain't got my boy, Big Brother Ed. He got some issues he got to take care of, but my man will be back soon. But filling in his spot, I got this young little Florida Gator snapper, man. One of my little boys, man. Me, Chris, him. I I ain't gonna call him a Texan yet, but that's my nigga. I ride with him. But we
Honorary.
got RJ over there. What's going on with you, RJ?
Well, hey, man, all day long, chilling, you know what I'm saying? Just not sleeping and ready to get it in. Let's talk turkey. You know what I'm saying?
Ready to toss some turkey. Chris, how you doing today?
I feel fucking outstanding. Finally, we got another light-skinned nigga on the group, you know what I'm saying? So y'all niggas ain't gotta ride me out.
I just not peeped that.
I didn't know I got wild up in here, so you can't tell me stuff like that.
Hey, this Trill Talk, man, for the Great State, man.
This is a Trill podcast, son. This is a Trill podcast.
Well, in that case, this time, about to go ahead and jump it off. We're going to get all day long. Y'all going to see all the Florida come out. And we're going to put some Florida up in this Texas thing. Y'all know I've been with these Texas boys for a minute, but I got to put my little spot up in here. Let it go, baby. About to pop it out.
Already, man.
We're going to title this shit Florida Man Edition.
Actually, no shit. That is Florida Man. If Florida Man was an N-word, that is him. It's that dude right there. I can see it on the screen.
You gotta go the other way.
Oh, that dude right there.
Damn, he down. You got his finest.
Okay.
I'm the number one baby daddy. I'm a professional side nigga. It's all good. Let's go.
Squad. So everybody, man, you know how we start this thing off with our toast and everything, but before we toast it up, what we sipping on? What you sipping on over there, old Scott?
Well, I'm gonna take a page out your playbook, a page out your book. I'm following your lead. I had to take it back home.
What?
I got the Deep Eddies.
The Deep Ed?
The Deep Eddies out of Austin, Texas. Deep Eddies Peach. And I thought this was just one of them cocktail mixes. Usually, as usual, your ass always put me on some new drink, like with the peanut butter whiskey. This actually will get you twisted. And it tastes pretty damn good too. Like it's not just one of those foo-foo cocktail drinks. Like it's real drink, and you don't gotta mix it. You ain't gotta put no cut on it. It's
3 Qs, call it a day.
And while we at it, man, you don't put me on so much good drink. Go ahead and plug your other channels.
Man, speaking of still stay sipping. Y'all got how that stay sipping. Me and old Fat Adam on there holding it down. We're trying to roll out a whole lot of videos with that right now. You got a whole lot on back order, but they coming out soon. So y'all stay subscribing, like, and stay sipping.
Check out the Stay Sipping channel. We gonna plug the link in the description for the Stay Sipping page, so you can see what they talking about. They do drink reviews and all that good stuff. So
that's good.
Special guest this week, so make sure y'all subscribe.
Who that?
I'm gonna be the special guest this week. I'm putting myself on the show, so get ready to subscribe.
Already. My man gonna have a spinoff after this bitch, man. Hey, Raymond, what you sipping on?
Oh, some good old, classic.
Oh, Apple Jacks.
I see some things never change, boy.
Hey. But they say kings stay with the crown, right?
Yes, sir.
I remember a period in time where this young man used to wake up in the morning and grab that handle for breakfast.
No time out. I remember at one point in time, you was putting everybody on that black bottle of vodka, that black bottle of Stephen vodka.
No, it was that black bottle of goddamn bumpy face.
That bumpy face, yeah. That's secret.
Listen, the black bottle of Stephen vodka with the Arizona iced tea with Arizona punch. But I can't get what
that's probably why we stayed in so much shit back then, because of that gene.
But thing is, I can't tell y'all the special ingredient though.
I tell you what, OG. You keep that special ingredient to yourself, because I ain't touched a bottle of gin in forever, and don't ever intend to.
I'm talking about the one special ingredient that you added at the party that one time. They hated everybody moving in slow motion. When I fell asleep at the door.
Be that as it may.
Hey, when I fell asleep at the door and old girl had my meat in her hand.
Yeah, hey, them some old days. Those are my backsliding days.
We have sinned. Look at
Yeah,
that.
I have sinned. I'm not gonna talk about my secret drink from back in the day.
But we better now. We ain't po no more.
Hey,
We
we
ain't po
better
no more. We ain't po no more, so we good.
already. And shit, I'm gonna finish it off, man. I'm with the crown too. I got the peach thing.
I got one of those too. I was on that earlier.
Hey, got the peach thing in a pickle jar. Bringing it back old school with it.
This nigga didn't just bring it back old school. He took it to the backwoods of the country.
Hey, backwoods. You know what I'm talking about? But anyway, man, fellas, this is episode 12. Hope for more, man. For all y'all people out there, please like and subscribe. Keep on following us. Man, we love y'all. Keep loving y'all inputs, and hope we keep on with it. So I would say, normally I go around the room, but I think it's appropriate. Let's just say, let's take a shot for some good fucking news. How about that?
I'm with that.
I hope y'all get good news tomorrow. I hope old Roy come back with some good news. And
yep.
Yeah, I need my kidneys to come back with some good news. How about that?
I'm with that.
Squad. Salute.
Tap.
Ooh. Oh, that feels
How
good.
about today, OG?
Man, today, y'all, we got a good show. Like I say, it's great from the Bay State. So how about we start off with the great state, aka our home state, our home city in the great state. For me and Chris, we're going to the city of Dallas, man. The great 214. We gotta include the 972s and the
817.
What they call it, 405s now, and all that good flim flam. But the city of Dallas, man, we had a bad event happen the other day. One of the most talented new rappers out there happened to kick a bucket. I know last week we talked about King Von in Chicago. Now we gotta talk about this shit in Dallas. It's a damn shame. But we're gonna go ahead and play the video for Chris, and we'll follow on after that.
This rapper is dead today after he was shot on I-35. 28-year-old Melvin Noble, also known as MO3, was shot on I-35 northbound near the Beckley-Zanker. DPD says that Noble was approached by a gunman a suspect who was driving a dark-colored vehicle. Noble apparently got out of his car and ran southbound when he was shot. Police also tell us that the gunman shot an innocent bystander as well.
The suspect, who was armed with a firearm, began firing several rounds at the victim, striking him. In doing so, the suspect also struck an innocent bystander who was sitting in his vehicle.
Noble was taken to an area hospital where he was later pronounced dead, while the second victim's injuries are not life-threatening, we're told. A Dallas rapper.
All right, OG.
All right, man. Now we got that all figured out, what they all explained out. My heart, of course, you know, my heart condolences out to the family and the friends and all the well wishes out there, everybody that knew him. Don't say everybody rolled with him, whatnot. That's my first part of it. My second part of it is the whole reaction of the whole city of Dallas. Now, for y'all people that don't know, you know what I'm saying, Dallas is a city, and that city is kind of divided in its way. You know what I'm saying? So you got people in the south end, like South Dallas, got their own little section. Then you got Oak Cliff down here. You got East Dallas. Then you got West Dallas. Then you got North Dallas. And it's kind of separated. You know what I'm saying? And the rule of thumb is don't you take your ass over to another side of Dallas doing shit you ain't got no business doing, because they will get you. And unfortunately, Mo3, he was a North Dallas cat, and he got shot down the street in a cliff over there by the zoo, damn near what's that? Not Illinois, but
Yeah, it's close to Illinois,
Zang and all that, right?
but down there by Sana,
Yeah. So
Bethany Sana area.
now there's rumors, allegations of what happened, how he was down there, people found him from some bitch house in Lancaster, whatever the fuck. But after that, the city been up in an uproar. And tell the goddamn truth, this is a sad part of seeing the city, man. We can't get together and stop this violence and dumb shit. First and foremost. Second of all, uh, out of them dudes, I know there's a lot of beef going on. I don't want to get too deep into it, but I'm gonna scratch a little. We're gonna probably scratch a little bit. But the whole beef between him, Beezy, and Trap Boy Freddy and all that good shit. And a lot of people speculate, a lot of people talking rumors. And but what makes me mad though, I know them young cats had beef and all that shit, along with some other Fort Worth cats that was involved in it. It escalated to what it was. But in the words of Pimp C, if y'all motherfuckers stop bullshit, y'all could have got together and make this money together. And me personally, I ain't gonna lie to you, I think Mo was one of the most talented ones out of all three of them. That boy was very fucking versatile. You know what I'm saying, music wise right now. However, though, Mo was, like I say, there's mixed feelings in the city because Mo was
A loose cannon.
Yeah, loose cannon to a degree. He a shit talker.
He was an instigator. He instigated a lot of shit in the city.
Yeah, like basically, because you hear one side, especially like North Dallas, people like RP and shit like that, but you got the other side of the city like shit, goddamn good riddance. I'm tired of that motherfucker keeping this shit shot.
You know what? Whenever I think about like what I hear about Mo3, like I said, I ain't from there, I ain't from Texas, but when I think about what I hear about Mo3, I think about the same thing I hear about what people say about Sauce Walk out in Houston. They say Sauce Walk the same way.
I heard some similarities in that too.
They're like Sauce Walk could be out there just wilding the fuck out there in Houston, like the same way that Mo's wilding. And I saw a lot of videos, and I didn't really know. I just recently found out about the whole Mo3 and the Yellow Beezy beef shit that was going on, like maybe like a couple months ago with bro. Bro told me about that. And when he told me, I'm like, damn, for real? And when he pointed out that Let Me Find Out video, and he was like, look at the dude in the chair, look at the similarities. I was like, oh, damn. That dude look like Yellow Beats. So, like, I started listening to more Mo3 shit, and I'm like, this nigga really is, that nigga is out here reckless. Like, that, them niggas out there in Dallas, like, on some, like, how them niggas in Chicago out there talking about, like, on each other. They going at each other.
I'll say this. Ant hit a very pivotal point about Dallas and the history of Dallas, and it's been that way since we was younger. When we was kids coming up, the entire county has always been divided, and everybody claimed Dallas as a whole, but you knew where you was from in Dallas, and you represented that. When you left Dallas, you represented the entirety of Dallas, but when you was in Dallas, you represented the area of Dallas that you came from. And if you just so happened to go to another area of Dallas, you went over there with some respect, knowing that you was in the area of Dallas that you wasn't from. And if you just
it's like that. It's like everywhere you go, though, bro.
It is
like everywhere you go.
It is, but I'm saying that to raise a point. That another point that Ant had made when he referenced Pimp C. I don't think it's ever been as hot in the past when we was coming up as it is now, based on that. Ant made a real good point about when Pimp said, if we come together, we can make a whole lot of money. Now, RJ, I'm gonna bring you in on this. Those of y'all that don't know, RJ been rocking with us for a very long time. There's a reason why we say that he has his honorary Texas residency via us. I had met RJ was about what, 12 years, 12
in the 05. In the 05, it's been about 15 years.
RJ is
Yeah,
from,
I do.
RJ is from Florida. When I met RJ, and he'll attest because you know I brought him around nothing but Texas niggas. Um, we Texas, we represent Texas first, and then it's everybody else. And it don't matter what section we come from. We'll rock with it. We'll even rock with it. Dallas. We'll even rock with them Fort Worth boys when we leave the state.
Yeah, definitely. Most definitely.
Yeah.
And for the culture,
For the culture,
Y'all,
Texas
y'all
over
will,
everything.
y'all will, man. Y'all will. If niggas say
but
from
my
down
point,
from Fort Worth, y'all rock with them.
my point is this: I put RJ on Dallas music, underground Dallas music. A lot of shit, not just Dallas. I put him on to a lot of Texas music, but primarily Dallas because I'm from Dallas, and I always felt the need to represent my city.
Yeah, like I remember Pookie,
And
Lucci, DSR,
and
Young Star, and all them.
before we got on, before we started recording, we was talking about this, and I hadn't thought about it. But RJ, I played a song for RJ from DSR called Throwbacks.
Mm-hmm.
And he reminded me, he said, shit, when you played that song, I was like, I got so damn hyped because we've been playing this down here in Florida. I had no fucking idea. I knew DSR wasn't just local, they were underground, but you know, they was known in the South, they was known in Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, you know, as they called it back in the day, the Chitlin Trail. I didn't know that they had made it all the way out to Florida in that.
Yeah. We thought them niggas, we thought they was screwed up click though. We thought they was like, cause back then we thought they were SUC when we first heard them.
But my point is this: they made it, and correct me if I'm wrong, was about 5 or 6 of them niggas, right?
About around there.
All of them niggas.
Actually, more like 7. More like 7. Like
Hold on. Tom Fat, damn.
Well, we ain't gonna count.
Lil Ronnie.
I raised that to raise this point.
It was 5.
I raised that
There's
to
a little
raise
bit
this
more,
point.
but keep on.
Them niggas are not from the same area of Dallas County.
Yeah.
You got some niggas from Lancaster. You got some niggas from South Dallas. You got some niggas from the Cliff. You got some niggas from Pleasant Grove. But when RJ heard them, when RJ heard them together, he couldn't tell. And when he found when he found out that they were from Dallas, like, yo. And then I put him on to some more Dallas shit, like Pookie and Lucci, Pimpster.
Yeah.
Nigga
Gator Man. And put me on Gator Man.
Gator Man. Nigga was like, damn, I didn't know that it was, I didn't know y'all was rocking like that. In that, because everybody knows Texas for Houston.
Yeah.
Damn, now hold on. Now think about it. Hold on, cause what? Tom was from what? Ain't Tom from Oak Cliff?
Well, it don't matter where it don't matter where the niggas from.
Damn, all niggas spread out. Yeah, all I know is I know Big Tuck from Southside.
Lancaster, Highland Hills. We can debate that. That's debatable right now.
Fat B. Where Fat B's from?
Fat B from Lancaster. If I'm not, is he
Lancaster? No, he's from the Grove.
From the Grove? Oh yeah, that's right. He's from the Grove. It don't matter, bro. My whole point.
Damn, you right.
My whole point is this: you had dudes from different sections of the city that came together and made hot music, and it traveled and left the state of Texas altogether, and nobody knew where these dudes were from. When they found out where they were from, the response was, God damn, Dallas has some heat down there. Going back to what Ant was saying, what Pimp C said, if these young dudes put their beef to the side, and we're gonna scratch deeper into this, Ant, we get into the beef. Because it's stupid. It's some stupid shit. It's the most trivial, stupid shit ever.
Oh, I agree.
Now, I'm not saying that it is stupid. I don't want nobody to get wrong. When people start losing lives over shit, it's stupid why they started losing their life. But once a life is lost, then it gets a little bit more complex and serious. But the shit that led up to the initial loss of life is some stupid, trivial shit.
Yeah.
The fact that you got all this talent and they making money, like they not even fucking with each other, man. They're not even fucking with each other. And they making ridiculous fucking money. They getting ridiculous fucking success. They getting ridiculous fucking recognition and shit. and they all from the same place. But when they come back home, outside of Dallas, Mo3 is a fucking giant.
You're
Outside
right.
of
You're
Dallas,
right.
Lil Beezy is a fucking giant.
You're
Outside
right.
of Dallas, Trap B, if you don't believe me, just go to these niggas' IG pages. It's
You
people
said
all over the country that's talking
who
about
is
these.
Trap B? Who is Trap B though? I don't know him.
We'll put you on Trap Boy friend. He nice. He nice. He nice.
He got some. Yeah, he got some shit there. Like I said, his big thing was Quita.
But
That guy, like,
when they come back to Dallas, they act like they broke niggas again. They act like they broke niggas in the hood beefing over fucking clout, beefing over recognition. We talking about people, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna let you get the flow next, OG. I'm gonna let you get the flow next, man. I read an article last week talking about what Mo3's net worth was when he passed, bro. You know how much Mo3 was worth?
I have not. I know he signed a $3 million deal. That's about it.
They
with Boosie.
said that the article I read said that Mo3 was worth between $1 to $5 million.
Okay.
$1 to $5 million. Now this man left behind 3 kids. He left behind a mother, some baby mamas, probably had a girl. All over what? To talk shit about some people that got shot on Instagram and agitate folks. You gonna put all of this success on the line?
Yep.
Just to show out and show your ass. And I'll make this my last point before I turn and I'm gonna bring it back around when we get to getting in deeper on it. Out of all of these dudes, I gotta praise Yellow Beezy. I have ever since Yellow B got shot on the tollway a couple years ago. You have not heard Yellow Beezy on Instagram. You have not seen nothing on YouTube or Twitter.
I thought that was Trap Boy.
Huh?
I thought that was Trap Boy.
No. That was Trap Boy. I'm talking about Yellow Beezy. Because
Yeah.
Yellow Beezy had to be from Mo3 too.
Right.
After he got shot,
he still had it before he died.
I'm not saying that he didn't, bro. But what I'm saying is you didn't hear Yellow Beezy agitating that situation at all after that.
That's a fact.
He went out and got his money. He went and did his features. He made his song. He moved the fuck up out of Dallas, which was smart. Yep. He only came back when it was time to get some money and see family. And when he did that, he left again. And then now that the Mo3 thing done popped off, people are trying to bait him to get him to talk about it. Man, don't say nothing about it. The man not instigating it. The man,
you know why though? I guarantee you. I can tell you though one thing about. I understand what you're saying, Chris. But I can tell you one thing about it. Yellow Beezy got a major label backing him up. Mo just recently got signed with Boosie, a nigga who is known to actually listen though. A nigga who's known to actually be out there on social media wilding the fuck out. Yellow Beezy been like he had that major deal. He might not have been like out there, but he had that major deal. I forgot what label it was, but I could have sworn he had a major deal. I could have sworn he did. Man. So if he did, he had that major label pushing him, telling him like, no, first off, your net worth too much for it. He had them people in his head.
I don't think it don't much matter, bro. It don't matter whether you had some major labels telling you. What matters is, bro, the money is there for them niggas. And yeah. you can throw major label influence on it and everything, but Yellow Beezy don't need major label. Major labels are dead.
Right.
Let's get that straight. Major labels are dead because these artists are going out there and once they get a buzz, they can do whatever the hell they want through social media and streaming.
They still sign with major labels. They still sign with major labels though.
Yeah, I mean they doing what they doing with the major labels, but you don't have to listen to. Well, my point is you don't have to listen to the label no more, and depend on them for your success. You see what I'm saying? Like if the label say you don't do this, we'll drop you. All right, so what? Drop me. I already got a following. I don't need you to distribute my music. I'll just put the bitch out on fucking on Tidal or SoundCloud, and I'm gonna get my streams up. I got enough money to buy a videographer. I can make my own videos. And then the way it's set up now, You got your own Instagram account. You got your own YouTube account. So you got followers. You're going to get the views. You're going to get the ad rev, all that. They don't need labels. So you can talk all the shit you want to the labels and do what you want to do. My whole point in saying that, RJ, is this. The man valued life over the bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because he could have easily did the same thing Trap Boy Freddy and Mo3 are doing. The man,
But I mean, at one point you got to think that he really thought about saying something. But at one point,
I'm not saying that he didn't. Every man's gonna have a thought to say something, especially if it's a beef between you and somebody. Your first inclination is to lash out, but everybody's not cut the same. What I'm saying is that man is cut a little bit differently. He practiced restraint. But my whole point in saying that, though, RJ, is this. The man is not putting his life in danger. He's not putting his family life in danger.
Most definitely, yeah.
In Dallas, bro. The man got family still in Dallas. The nigga's not going to go out there and say, yeah, man, you know, fuck that nigga Mo3 and this, that, and the third and shit, knowing that he got family staying in the cliff, knowing that he got family staying in the grove. You know he got family staying in the suburb, and knowing them, and you know them ignorant ass niggas in Dallas, knowing them ignorant ass niggas gonna say, well, shit, that nigga ain't here, we can't get him, but we gonna get the niggas that he love.
Yeah, they already burnt up. You heard about it. They burnt up his baby mama's hair salon out there in Arlington.
I'm telling you.
Yesterday.
Bro, I'm telling you, like, look, so, bro, I'm telling you, look, this whole situation right now, it's starting to look like how Chicago looking, bro. Like, that's how we're looking like out there in Chicago, like, for like the past, 4 years. Them boys in Chicago, one of them get killed, no one get killed. And all of them
I'm gonna tell you what it's starting to look like, RJ. You have no, I mean, Chicago is your reference, but me and Ant can attest to this. Dallas is starting to look like Fort Worth.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna let go. RJ, go ahead and finish on what you got to say on it. Then I'll come back with my thoughts.
I mean, I can make a bunch of Florida references, but and y'all won't. Go ahead. You got.
We talk with you. We chat.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead. Speak your mind.
My thing is this too. This reminds me, Chris, you was gone before this happened. I was still back in the city before I ended up getting this job we work in. Fucking right when Katrina happened. And all them Louisiana boys came up there, right? That was a record-setting presidents.
I heard about that.
For heats and murders.
I heard about that.
I swear to God, until the day I left, it was the day I left the city. It was at least one murder every day for 46 days in a row. And when I left and I got done with my initial training, that trend kept on going until maybe a month after I was sitting in Mississippi. So I'm like, what in the fuck? And this is reminding me of what happened then. Now, granted, New Orleans, I love my people in the booth, but them motherfuckers came up there with some ratchet ignorant shit now.
And I don't want to cut you off, man, but I will say this. We mentioned Chicago, we mentioned Fort Worth, but can we acknowledge that the motherfuckers from New Orleans just cut a little bit different? That's
They are. But think about it though, with this type of beef that's going on now it's matter of fact, you remember the whole beef behind the whole Switch House and SUC shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
North side versus south side and all that good shit, because some dude from the south side decided to rob somebody in the north side. There was some real live beef going on for a hot little minute, right? Mm-hmm. That's not even that long. Probably like a year, I would say. After that, you know what they did? Michael Watt sat his ass down there with Screw and the affiliates and whatnot. Mm-hmm. And they said, you know what? We're going to keep this beef up for records. Because beef sell, right? Controversy sell, right? So, but at the end of the day, they were still like, no, you still respect your boundaries. However, though, they just kept the beef shit all on wax, right? Mm-hmm. Except for when it came to flipping in the road. But that's a different thing. But these cats in Dallas I when I last time I went home, that was around time the Yellow Beezy thing happened. Actually, it wasn't Yellow Beezy, the Trap Boy shit happened, and they had a damn some promoter smart ass thought, hey, let's put Mo3 and Yellow Beezy together to do a show somewhere out there in Arlington, right?
Now.
And I was thinking that that was the route they was taking, like they did in Houston.
Mm-hmm.
But nah, they ain't happen. Because apparently, like one or the other went up there, called the laws and
Mm-hmm.
some other
All
shit.
three ended
Shit
up.
just got out of hand.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, you know what, these motherfuckers some real life, some beef.
Right.
North
Right.
Dallas Cliff beef. So I'm like, this ain't the this ain't for me. I'll keep my ass out of it. I'm jam the music in the appropriate areas. Cause I ain't got no
Yeah, and see, and that's what
so
sucks, and that's what sucks about it so much. Like you said, bro, Mo3 jams.
the boy got some hits. I ain't gonna lie
Trap
to you.
boy, Trap boy jams. Yellow Beezy, all these dudes are talented, but it's a damn shame you can't ride
And,
through the city.
but you know what though? The funny one thing though, I'm throw a little conspiracy in there though. They always had this beef, but to me, this shit didn't really escalate until Roy Lee got killed.
Yeah, yeah, and you know what? And I want to segue this into the next part of it. And I know we probably spending a lot of time on this, but
Yeah, we are.
it's I think it's critical to kind of talk about this so we can sprinkle a little OG wisdom into it. You know, us being some old motherfuckers, older than these youngsters. Um, I looked into the history of these dudes' whole situation, bro. And what tripped me out about it all, Ant, was looking back at their beginning, Trap Boy Freddy and Mo3 were actually friends.
They went to the same school for a second, I thought.
I don't know. Not well. I don't know if they went to the same school because remember, Trap Boy is from Oak Cliff, off of Lancaster
Yeah.
in
He
Beckley,
over there in the
by
peaks,
Rudy's
damn near.
Chicken. Yeah,
Yeah.
and Mo3 from the north side, so they too far to be, you know what I'm saying, to went to school. I'm not saying that they didn't. I don't know the details of what they personal situation was like, but I do know this for a fact. They were homies at one point in time. And I had to go back and do my homework on it before we talked about it because it's Dallas shit, and I want to make sure that I'm putting the right cut on it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Um, they had videos together. Mo
Yeah.
three and Trap Boy Freddy videos. They had songs together, and
Yeah.
actual songs with Trap Boy Freddy featuring Mo3, and the shit jammed like the shit slaps. My
Right.
understanding of this whole shit. Follow me. We're gonna do the timeline.
Uh,
I don't know what the beef started, how the beef started, but for some reason, Mo3 and Go Yayo from Fort Worth, they get into it. I don't know if it's over music. I don't know if it's over a chick. I don't know if it's some standard Fort Worth Dallas type shit. But they end up having a little simple rivalry where niggas is going back and forth, right? Trap Boy, and this is like when they all are on the come up with their music. Trap Boy Freddy has a relationship with Go Yayo. I'm assuming prior to the Mo3 Go Yayo beef.
right.
Trap Boy Freddy does some work with Go Yayo. Mo3 isn't happy about it. So Mo3, and this is you. I think there's an interview and for time's sake, I'm not gonna go to the interview, but you guys can YouTube it, where Trap Boy Freddy is talking about all this. Um, and Trap Boy Freddy says Mo3 comes to him and pretty much says, "Hey, look, you my boy. You know that's my enemy over there." And you know how Dallas and Fort Worth is, and you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Mo
They
three
don't jive too much.
right, and Mo3 pretty much put the pressure on and I may have some of my details mixed up, but this is coming from Trap Boy Freddy. Mo3 comes to Trap Boy and tell him, "Hey, You can't do that. You can't fool with what old boy Go Yayo over there out of Fort Worth. You know we got a problem. Trap boy Freddy say that ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm neutral. Y'all both my homeboy. That's my homeboy over there. I ain't got no beef with him. You my homeboy over here. I ain't got no beef with you. I'm out of. So instead of Trap boy Freddy making the decision, Mo3 makes the decision for Trap boy Freddy. He say, well, all right, if you gonna rock with him, then I'll no longer rock with you. Now enters Yellow Beezy. And I'm assuming at this time, all of them are on the come up. This is before That's On Me, Baby, and all that shit come out with Yellow Beezy. They coming up with a mixtape game. Yellow Beezy and Trap Boy, they got a relationship. This is before Mo3 and Yellow B get into it. Yellow B gets into the altercation with Roy Lee in the club. Roy Lee has a relationship with Mo3.
Right.
The altercation in the club with Roy Lee results in Roy Lee later on getting shot at and shot in the leg.
As he got hit. He got hit back in the head.
No, he got shot in the leg. It was in the leg.
Yeah.
Because
after that, yeah.
Yeah, he didn't die.
Yeah.
But a few days later, he had a blood clot in his arteries, one of his veins, that led to his death. Now, the enemies, now all of Roy Lee's homies, including Mo3, are pointing the fingers at Yellow B, saying Yellow B sent the hitters at Roy Lee. So now the beef, there's tension between Trap Boy Freddy and Mo3 already at this point. Trap Boy Freddy has a relationship with Yellow Beezy at this point. Go Yayo was completely out the scene from all of this by now. Roy Lee gets shot. He dies a few weeks later. Yellow Beezy gets signed. He got the hot song on the radio and everything. He buys a house in Burleson. I want to say Burleson, somewhere in the north side.
Yeah, somewhere.
Well,
Burleson is Fort Worth.
Yeah, okay. So I think it's Burleson. Yellow Beezy gets shot on the tollway. After Yellow Beezy gets shot on the tollway, he pack his shit up, leave Dallas. But in the midst of all of that, Mo3 starts doing his IG thing, trolling. He makes his diss songs. RJ, the song that you talking about, where he got Yellow B on the video, he started
let him find out.
Yeah, he making references to all that shit. And he's insinuating that Yellow B had something to do with it. Remember, Trap Boy Freddy and Yellow B are homies at this point. Now there's a clear distinction between both Yellow B and Mo3. There's tension between Mo3 and Trap Boy. Trap Boy and Yellow B are homies. Yellow B leaves Dallas. Trap Boy Freddy don't. He stays in Dallas.
Oh, that boy also Dallas. He also 2-on-4.
Trap Boy starts getting a little bit more hotter because now as Yellow B get hot, Trap Boy gets to reap some of the benefit of that, and now it blows his shit up even a little bit more. Right? Mo3 is doing his thing by himself. He's blowing up a little bit more. He's got a DJ Drama Gangsta Grill mixtape and everything. He gets picked up with Boosie. He doing shit with Boosie. Now what you starting to see, 3 young dudes from the city that were talented as fuck, that has trivial beef, blossoming and becoming mega stars.
But it was only beef between 2 of them, though.
Only beef between 2.
Yep.
And in the meantime, in between time, it's a lot of shots being fired, not by the art. Well, I'm assuming not by the artists themselves, but by people from both camps. And not only are shots being fired from people from both camps, you have the artists themselves jumping up on social media. Yeah, old boy got hit up. Yeah, we missed you, but we got your homeboy. We hit you. Yeah. Stop lying to the people. On the ground. Meanwhile, meanwhile, you have millions now. You no longer stay in Oak Cliff. You don't stay in the Grove. You don't stay in the fucking hood side of North Dallas anymore. Y'all niggas is staying in condos downtown. Y'all niggas is staying well outside the city in the suburbs in the nice gated community. You see what I'm saying, Ant?
I don't know about Trap Boy though, but I feel what you're saying.
No,
I know Moo moved around. Yeah, yeah.
But see, Ant, you have to say Trap Boy too, and this is why I say that. This is why I say you have to say Trap Boy is included in that too. Yes, it is a fact that Trap Boy is always on social media in Oak Cliff. He's always down by Rudy's. He's either down there off Sana. You know what I'm saying? He's in the hood.
Oh,
But that's where you see him on social media.
Yeah, he found him at any local Rosemonts in that bitch. I tell you that much.
But what I'm saying, and I'm not saying that they don't have houses in the hood, but don't think for 1 minute that they laying their head in them houses in the hood. They got money, bro. They not sleeping in the hood. They in the hood kicking it with where they comfortable at. You see what I'm saying? But they not sleeping there. They might stay there.
Well, hey, Chris, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I don't know. I might have to agree with Ant on that because you got some niggas who do shit the dumb way all day long. Like,
and I'm not
it's like that nigga. It's like that nigga Webby. That nigga Webby was doing shit the dumb way, still living in Baton Rouge with millions, still living in Baton Rouge out there fucking around in Baton Rouge with the dumb niggas.
And I'm not
every day.
I'm not saying it's not happening there. I'm not saying that Trap Boy don't lay his head in Oak Cliff for a few nights out the week. I'm not saying that he don't do that. But what I'm saying is majority of his time, I can almost guarantee majority of his time is not spent all day, all night in the hood. It can't be. It can't be. You got to get on the road. You got to make money. When you come home, you don't want to deal with hood politics. You just want to fucking decompress. You're not gonna decompress in the hood.
I don't know, man, bro. But it's like niggas when they get out of prison though, bro. Niggas be institutionalized. Some niggas be like stuck on that hood life, bro. And they can't get away from it. And niggas have that money.
And I'm not saying that they not getting away from it, RJ. What I'm saying is, I don't think that the man is spent. If you have niggas in prison, they may be institutionalized, but I guarantee you put a meal in their hand, they might be still acting like they in prison. But them niggas is definitely gonna change the quality of their living, my nigga.
But however, see you saying you get a difference though. That what you saying? We talking about niggas who came from the hood, who got money, who feel like if they leave out the hood, they niggas gonna be like day one niggas gonna be like, oh nigga, you done switch the fuck up. So they don't want to leave because they feel like they one niggas they gonna look at them different.
And I follow you on that. But what I'm saying is, that's why the nigga is in the hood. That's why you see him on Instagram and all that shit. And I'm not saying he don't lay his head in the hood every now and again, but I'm telling you, a majority of his time is not gonna be spent in the hood. He's got a condo somewhere downtown. The same. He got another nice house somewhere in the burbs somewhere.
That he fucking up being out in the hood though like that.
No. I'm not saying not in the hood. I'm saying that he's splitting his time between the hood and the nice shit.
I feel you.
I'm with you on that. So let's keep on moving.
If it's me, I'm gone. Bro.
Oh, yeah,
I got niggas, I'm gone.
And see, that's part, before we roll on, and that's part of the game right there. That's part of the game right there. And that's why I use Yellow Beezy as an example. You have to know when you reached a certain level to let certain shit go and just keep moving.
And I'm going to add to that, not just a level of fame, just a level of growing up. Because we could have stayed done ignorant shit a lot of time. Oh, God, we could have. But at some point, you got to look at like, yo, what's going to be my outcome in life? What's going to be the example I set for my youngins or my peoples, whatnot like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Prime example, nigga, like the one thing I keep fucking up on, I keep having kids, but that's it.
Yeah. Like I said, everybody, nobody perfect. Nobody perfect. Everybody got their demons.
Shoot the club up, nigga. Shoot the club up.
But
all right, be careful because these young niggas might not understand what you mean, RJ.
But yeah, I'm sorry. If y'all watching this, I don't mean shoot the club up. I don't mean shoot the club up for real with pew 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 pew. I mean like pew pew bang bang in the vagina shoot the club up.
You gotta spell it out for these youngsters, RJ. You gotta spell it out for these youngsters.
Coochie, Coochie. That's how you spell it. Coochie, nigga.
Florida man, ladies and gentlemen.
Florida man.
But you got anything to add to that, Chris?
Man, I'm just gonna close it out like this, man. I'm gonna close it out the same way that you opened it up, man. My heart goes out, number one, to MO3’s family, his kids, his mother, his immediate family. And my heart don't just go out to Mo3 and his family. My heart goes out to Trap Boy Freddy and all his homies and the people that he loved that died in this. My heart goes out if Yellow B had lost anybody. My heart goes out to not just those people, but anybody that's involved in all of this crazy shit. And I say it like that because y'all got money. I'm talking about the rappers. Y'all have the ability to change your lives to get away from the shit, yet y'all are still running to the dumb shit. But y'all have the option to leave it. There's certain niggas in y'all circle who don't have that ability to do that.
Yeah, they don't want to. They don't want to.
Some of them don't want to.
Certain niggas certain people in your circle, they be jealous about you, bro.
No, RJ, and I get that. My point is this. My point ain't the jealousy. My point is the people. The people. Trap Boy Fred is from Oak Cliff. Nigga, me and Ant grew up in the burbs. We grew up in DeSoto. It's hood. It's becoming hood. It was becoming hood when we was coming up. But we had family in Oak Cliff. We had family in the Grove. We had family in the hood. If any one of us had made it big time and we kept up some shit going on, we had that option to whether we can come and engage in the shit, but when shit got hot, we can get the fuck up and leave while we still agitating the dumb shit. But who is the niggas that's left behind that has to live there every day? Our family members. And those are the people that my heart goes out for. The people that are on these crash dummy missions behind these rappers. The people, the mothers and the kids who don't have nothing to do with this shit, that's innocent. That's losing their fathers and shit.
But hey, bro, can I say one thing though? Also, sometimes you gotta look at some of these rappers. They actually be setting these boys up too, because these rappers be setting these boys out like sending these boys out on hits, because they know they don't got shit.
And
they send them boys out on dummy missions.
That's my point. And that's part of the point that I want to make, that I want to close on.
Like these rappers, they know they got the money to do it. And they send these boys out like they know these boys ain't got shit. And they send these boys out there to do like a hit for like $2,000.
I'm sad for Dallas for a couple of reasons. Number one, the violence that's going up. And hold on, before I close it out, and I know we done spent way too much time on this topic, but I gotta, before we close it out, I gotta go to this. This was an article I read earlier today from CBS DFW News. Wave of deadly shootings include Mo3 centered around Dallas rap community, police say. Y'all see that at the bottom? I'm about to highlight it. Y'all see that?
Mm-hmm.
Chief Hall investigators are looking into incidents that have been sparked shootings nationwide. Over the past 48 hours, DPD, Dallas Police Department, listed 8 homicides and 6 shootings. In 48 hours, 6 shootings resulted in the loss of 8 lives. That's in Dallas, Texas, since Mo3 got murdered. I'm ashamed of goddamn Dallas right now for 2 reasons. I'm ashamed of Dallas, number one. We killing each other like it's fucking nothing. And it's embarrassing. Number 2, All this shit is based around fucking rappers. Not just any rappers, but talented rappers. We know a whole bunch of niggas that want to rap that are struggle rappers that's still kicking up dust in the hood doing stupid shit. But we talking about niggas that actually made it because they got talent. From the same fucking city, the same fucking county. They have killed the opportunity for economic wealth in our city. And do you know who fucking D Gully is?
I heard that name before.
You heard the name, but you don't know who he is.
Right.
I barely know the motherfucker, but he's probably one of the most talented, underrated underground artists in Dallas. Have you ever heard of a young man by the name of Hot Boy West?
Damn.
The nigga's not from Dallas. He's from Waco, about 45 miles south of Dallas. The young man is talented as fuck. Reminds me of J-Dog out of Houston. That is the level of talent that could get picked up and go nationwide. I guarantee you, if you listen to either one of those artists, you'll say, God damn, why the fuck have they not been picked up and noticed a long time ago? RJ himself said he just not hearing about Trap Boy Freddy. Trap Boy Freddy is a talented goddamn artist. But the only thing RJ know about him right now is his beef and controversy he done got kicked up in with MO3. There is money to be made with these artists in Dallas. And instead of sending your homies on a goddamn crash dummy mission, you could be coming together with your enemy to showcase the talent in Dallas, bring the attention and the money to Dallas, and employ your homeboys and put them in positions to where they can make more money promoting your ass, doing security for your ass, setting up shows for your ass, managing your properties in the hood for your ass, setting up community events for your ass, encouraging other young niggas in the hood not to go on crash dummy missions for your ass. But instead, you young niggas want to get on IG Live and troll each other, instigate murder, encourage these youngsters that don't know no better to do stupid shit and ruin lives even more. My heart goes out to MO3. I hope he in a better place. But if you ever listen to a MO3 song, you know that man talked death. He welcomed it. He encouraged it. We got to get out of that habit. And this message ain't just for Dallas, by the way. This message is for Chicago. This message is for them youngsters in LA. This message is for them youngsters in Houston. This message is for them youngsters in Florida, New York. Black Lives Matter. We mad because police is beating our people in the streets, killing our people, and getting away with it. Nigga, we just killed one of our own. We just killed one of our own.
Yeah, that we did. Damn shame. Damn shame, man. RJ, what you got to closing thoughts on this topic?
I mean, all right, I'm gonna make it quick, man. So closing topics, like Chris just said, and Chris, like just like you said earlier, kind of all right. Start over from what you said. If we stop bullshitting and come together, all this money we can make, right? Boom. Then Chris mentioned it again. Boom. And Chris kind of elaborated on it, talking about people come from different areas and putting their differences aside, all the money we can make. Chris made me think about one thing that I could relate to and that he could relate to, and that you can relate to, and you weren't even part of it. Made me go back to the thoughts about coalition. You got people from different areas, all this stuff, like all that talent we bought from different areas. We had Alabama, 2 Texas, Virginia, Florida, North Carolina. all below the Mason-Dixie line, all southern areas where you normally wouldn't find people rocking with each other, but we met up with each other. We made it happen. Like right now, like you know what I'm saying? It was like even back then, like if one of us was to bring the other one to like their hometown and bring them around their people, they good because they around you, they know you. You know what I'm saying? But if they didn't know you, something like that, you popped up in the city, niggas might try to press you. But it's the talent level. All that talent came together. We had so much talent going on. If we had so much going on, we could have made so much from it. Same thing like y'all was saying. Stop bullshitting. We made the shit happen, you know what I'm saying? We made it happen. We had the talent come together, we made the music. It actually never took place to where we could make it big like that. And we probably could have made so much more. We are bullshitting on ourselves. Not the same situation like what we talking about right now with MO3 and all them. But however, kind of the same thing when you think about it. It's like niggas be bullshitting and like differences fuck shit up. You know what I'm saying? Like with the whole coalition shit, our differences is minor. Our differences is minor. To this day, we still close. You know what I'm saying? We all still close. We still talk to each other. Boom, boom, boom. Minor differences fuck the group up. It wasn't nothing like major though, where it was bloodshed and like we never like rocked together and linked. We were able to come together and link. If niggas able to come together like that, cause when we had it going together, that shit was beautiful. That shit was beautiful. We was up there in Virginia, like, and we had motherfuckers like loving our shit. Like we would like go out there to motherfucking IHOP after the club and pass out CDs and get hits up on MySpace back in the day with MySpace talking about which one of you niggas did this song? Or this was this dude right here. Man, I'm from this here. Where you from? Da da da. Boom, boom, boom. Females, we pass CDs out. Females riding off banging songs and shit. They ride by us, come up, talking about, yeah, hey, playing our shit, riding by us and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas learn to come together. That's the biggest thing, man. Niggas gotta learn, like, to collide, bro, like, and make that shit work. At the end of the day, it's tragic as fuck because, like MO3, like, I fuck with MO3. Like, that nigga became one of my favorite underground artists. I was fucking with him when I heard him. Like I said, Trap Boyfriend, never heard him before. I didn't even know he got shot. I never knew Yellow Beats got shot. Shit. But I mean, out of all of them though, like the one I fought the most was MO3. MO3, I feel like that nigga, like, I ain't gonna say he was like one of the most lyrical niggas I heard, because that wasn't really his forte, but the nigga had a certain style about him that captured you. Like it was kind of like a Kevin Gates style a little bit.
And see, this you know what, this made me think right now, and we gotta bring this nigga back. We gotta do a special edition for rap because this is a lyrical ass nigga. And RJ, I'm gonna press
That is a fact.
next time we do an episode, we do a special edition on rap. I'm gonna press your ass about Rio.
Boy, you can't.
Yeah, we can. Yes, we can.
I can't do that, boy.
About Rio,
Hey.
for a few reasons.
I can't do that, boy.
Because, and I don't know if you know, this nigga right here thought he was the hottest nigga walking around because he was a lyrical ass nigga.
Because I was, nigga.
No, nigga, you was. I'm not saying that you wasn't.
I bought that.
He still got balls.
Look, Chris. I know what you about to say. I know what you about to say, Chris.
We tell the story about Rio. When we tell the story about Rio,
Chris.
I don't know.
I know what you about to say.
I don't know if you know the full story about Rio, man. I don't know if you know.
Chris, I know what you about to say. I know what you about to say, Chris.
Rio was the sleeper. Rio was the sleeper. Nobody knew what the fuck Rio was.
Chris.
One thing I know this.
I know what you about to say. But one thing about it is though, I know what you about to say, Chris. And one thing about it is though, Rio, like whenever Rio made that one song that you see your boy rolling that shit, boy, Big Mom, when he made that shit, and we left the studio like, nigga, what the fuck that shit came from? That nigga said, nigga, you kept fucking with me. Like he said that nigga told me straight up. That nigga let me and said, nigga, you made me write that shit. I'm like, how? He said, I heard you, nigga.
That's what woke us up. But we slept on Rio a lot of times.
No, do
y'all
you know
did.
what I mean? No,
They
but
let
thing is though,
Alabama.
thing is Rio had the drive. Rio had that drive. But when it came to like when it came to writing the music, I'm sorry, that loud. I apologize. Oh shit, my fault.
Yeah, tell Trick I say hey.
Hey, Aunt said what's happening. She said what's happening. She sleep.
Tell
I
go to
might make
sleep.
cheese tomorrow. You go ahead, go say, yeah, love me.
Hey,
Nah, but check this
anyway,
out though.
look, like, hey,
But
we
so
gonna
look,
get to this
look, real
story.
shit
Hey,
though.
Yeah, we got
we
to
got
do a special
we
edition.
got we got to roll on. But however though,
We'll bring Rob on for that one
put
too.
this in our pocket. Hey, we're gonna try Rob Hill. We can get Black too. Black is in the city too. So,
Man, y'all niggas keep forgetting, boy. Y'all know, man. Y'all know the game. Y'all
but
know the goal it is, man. Y'all know the
anyway,
goal it is, bro.
that's my final words on it. Hey, like I said, like I opened it up, man. Hey, for the families, everybody involved. My condolences from the utmost high. And Dallas, we need to get our shit together. We need to tighten up, stop this violent shit. Cause these little motherfuckers, man, they out here turning this city to a war zone. And the war zone this city of Dallas is way too beautiful for a war zone. And just a tip. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who all involved, who ain't involved. I know the beefs. But keep y'all dumb asses off of fucking Instagram talking about some shit. For the love of God, I'm sitting here like, yo, this boy doing this whole damn first 48 interview right now on the gram.
What you say, bro? Hey, bro, what you say? All he needs is a black lady
Hey,
to be like, hey, he need a black lady to be like, what your mama think about this?
that's all.
He goes,
That's all they need. That's all they missing. That and number two, Boosie Boo. You, you my dog, man. Hey, I fuck with you, man. Come on, man. I fuck with
Hey,
you, dog.
wait a minute. I don't want to cut you off. How the fuck were you hosting today and you let us forget that we needed to talk about that situation? That's the
Hey,
big situation we needed to talk about.
but
bro,
hey,
bro, put your
everybody
pussy
going.
lips on live. Put your pussy lips on live.
Hey,
I get $1,000.
This nigga
hey,
tripping, man.
look, but look though, Boosie, I love you like. Hey, I don't know you personally. I met him before. I met Boosie before back in the day, like back in the day before they got big in Shreveport. But he a real ass dude, cool ass dude. I fuss with Boosie now. Now, wherever, I would say this, Boosie. Don't come to Dallas, bro. Think you the boogeyman, cause I love you. Dallas love you. But you should have probably thought that one out, my brother. And I hope nothing bad come from you, bro. Don't get no bitter taste in your mouth. Hey, it, Dallas is Dallas. It's hot. It's hot. So when that bitch is hot,
That
hey,
that that, that
you
remind
dance
that remind me
dance around.
that remind me of when the Dallas nigga think they can just walk through Fort Worth.
That part.
Hey, Boosie better
Hey,
be happy still living. Boosie better be happy still living right now.
hey, my partner said on the Facebook the other day, he said, hey, Boots don't know. Them Dallas niggas steal your insulin, boy. These motherfuckers don't be bullshit out there. they do not be bullshit. So, hey, thanks. She just came in, give you support. I know that was your boy Mo, but hey man, city too hot be out there with that bullshit. But anyway, that's all I got for this topic, man. We all good. We all ready to roll to the next one, huh?
I'm ready, OG.
Squad,
What's up next?
squad,
What's on the
squad,
docket?
squad. Hey, before we roll to the next one, let's take another shot, man, for Roy Lee, Dilla, uh, Mo, 3. And you know what? Since we mentioned his name, man, got to do a shot for my boy Rio.
Yeah,
All right,
definitely.
tap tap.
Tap tap.
Big
All right, y'all. Ooh.
What's
All
on the
right,
docket next, OG?
the docket next. First of all, first thing on the docket is time. We got a time limit, so we're gonna do it, all right? But we're gonna do it right. But we're gonna work on this time, all right?
Word to
So
life, word to life.
just the thing down here in the great state of Louisiana, and it starts with a B. I pass through it when I drive home, but anyway, they're gonna find out in the video. We had a black teenager that was found dead in a sugarcane field. However, I ain't heard about it to the day, but apparently this young man been missing for like 13 days. No Amber Alerts, no APB, or nothing like that been put out for this young man, and he's ended up finding up dead, and the family asked for justice. So
Body
that's what's
snatch. Body
basic.
snatch.
So let's go ahead and play that footage there, Chris.
Was found dead in a sugarcane field in rural Louisiana. Authorities there say 15-year-old Quawan Charles likely drowned, and they're treating the case as a possible homicide. We want to warn you now, some of the details may be difficult to hear. And ABC's Elwin Lopez has more.
This morning, outrage spilling over the small town of Baldwin, Louisiana, as the death of a 15-year-old boy remains shrouded in mystery.
We believe that if he had been of a different color, that this would have taken a lot more seriously.
Quawan Bobby Charles went missing from his home October 30th. Days later, his body was found about 20 miles away in a sugarcane field in Iberia Parish.
It takes time for some of this evidence because it takes a while for to come back.
The local sheriff's department releasing new details to address public outrage, now calling it an active, ongoing homicide investigation, adding that evidence shows Quawan near the area where he was later found dead. He's catching the eye of celebrities like Beyonce, paying tribute to him on her website. Over the weekend, a preliminary autopsy report listed the teen's cause of death as, quote, likely drowning. The 15-year-old's cousin says Charles's severely disfigured face tells a different story.
His face tells it all. On the left side of his face, there is like a knot. On the right side, there's like a incision.
The same coroner's report suggesting any injuries on his face happened after his death and, quote, are likely aquatic animal activity.
The person that's deceased can't talk, so you don't know his side of the story. Justice for Quawan.
In response
Now,
to the preliminary autopsy report, the teen's family said in a statement that the water where he was found was ankle deep and that they believe he could not have drowned without outside influences. Now they are demanding a meeting with the sheriff no later than tomorrow. Guys?
So many people watching this story. Elwin Lopez story.
All right,
No.
there we go to video.
no,
We'll
bro.
start off for myself, so I'm gonna let you start off with this one here, RJ. Tell me what you think about it.
No, bro. First off, the thing that threw me off is they said he had incision on the side of his face that said aquatic animal incisions. They didn't specify that the area that he was in was like, you know, that's in Louisiana, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know,
Some
like,
stuff.
Louisiana got like a lot of alligators in the waters, but they didn't specify that certain area, so I can't go with that one. Second, yeah. Then they said, what did they say about ankle deep?
Yeah, the water ankle deep.
The water that the sugar cane grows in is only ankle deep. So they were saying that he
It's
had,
foul.
yeah, yeah.
But then it take 13 days for them to find it, bro. So one thing is, I'm sorry, I believe in body snatchers, bro. I believe in body snatchers. I believe in like people like snatching up black people and snatching up kids, period, for organs. I'm sorry, that's just me. I'm not gonna get too involved in this one because I won't sound like a conspiracy theorist.
Oh,
But
it's still a podcast, OG. You
Say how you feel.
I mean,
no, I'm just gonna be real with you.
within reason.
So I believe in the whole body snatching stuff, like point blank, period, because it's been happening too much. After that stuff happened in Georgia with the old boy, with the little young kid, I forgot what his name is in Georgia, but with the young kid that was found wrapped up behind the bleachers with in the gym mat.
Yeah.
Ever since then, no, I believe too much in body snatchers, bro. And the thing is it's too easy to do it. It's too easy to do it. And coroners, no, bro. That whole story with him don't sound right to me. And also the reason I really really don't like, I'm not gonna say what's in my head for real. The reason I don't believe in like a lot of stuff that's going on is because of Y'all ever read Making of a Slave, the Jim Crow the what that shit
I know book you're talking about. Yeah,
it's
I
the Making
haven't
of
read
a
it
Slave.
all the way through, but yeah, I've seen it though. I read a
Thing
few.
is though, so check this out, right? So this book is like 35 pages long, bro. If even that. But it's from what the fuck was it damn the Willie Lynch letter. That's it. The Willie Lynch letter in the Making of a Slave.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why I'm so nervous right now, me having all girls or me having kids, period, is because this Willie Lynch letter. If you look at the Willie Lynch letter in the Making of a Slave, and you compare it to what he told them back in the 1800s, when in 1800s, and to now, it all plays into play. The first thing that he told them was to take three of your strongest slaves, because back then Willie Lynch was the strongest sugarcane slave. He was the strong. He was the biggest sugarcane slave owner in the islands back then. In the South, a lot of slave owners kept losing their slaves because they kept killing them with hangings and stuff because they tried to run away and all they did was hang them. So they wrote him a letter to see how he was doing so good. He responded with a letter that said, to shorten it up, the first thing is take all of your slaves on your grounds, right? You take your three strongest slaves, your three strongest males. Because what you're gonna do is you're gonna take these three strongest males, make an example of them in front of the women and the children. The reason why you want to do this is because the children, no matter what you do to them, point blank period, if their daddy is strong in front of them and he keep trying to fight, he just get whipped, they just gonna be like, maybe one day I can get loose. They gonna fight it. The women, they gonna back him up. They might run with him and get whipped. But if you take the three strongest ones in the camp and break them down in front of everybody, in front of the women and the children, the women's gonna be like, "Damn, my son or my daughter have to sit here and watch what's happening to them." And when you do this to them, you gonna break the woman's spirit. When you break the woman's spirit, the woman is the one that was back there raising these children, right? So when these women are back there raising these children and they break them down, they're gonna break the children down. They're gonna be like, "Don't do this because we don't want you to have. We don't want what happened to you to happen to your daddy." So what they would do, Willie Lynch said, first off, you take one of your strongest slaves, you tie the slave on one end, arm leg to one end, arm leg to the other end, two horses, and beat the horses until they pull them apart. Second one, you want to beat. I think it's you want to butt break them. That's it. You want to butt break them. Get them in front of everybody. You want the slave owner will fuck the shit out of a slave, the biggest slave in the camp, in front of everybody to demasculate him. And the third one, they beat him damn near to death because if you look back at it, way back then, it was illegal to beat your slave to death. But if you beat him damn near to death, you was good. If you beat him to death, you get prison time. If you beat him damn near to death, you was okay. They beat him damn near to death in front of everybody. So therefore, you put fear inside of the women head. The men, they watch it. The men still gonna try to run because they grown. But you put that fear inside the woman head. They try to like protect my young. I'm gonna tell my kids don't run because they run. This could happen to them. That's what they did, and that's what made the slave owners in the South so successful as that. Willie Lynch wrote a whole letter about that, and then he wrote about with the gene manipulation of taking the most beautiful one out there. Don't quote me on that, but it's like taking them out there and reproducing with them, and pretty much taking like the fairest skin one and reproducing, and trying to make out of like the strongest ones, also out of the strongest, but the fair skin ones, and trying to do this shit. The Willie Lynch letter is like I mean, it's been happening forever. It's been happening forever. But now, all of a sudden, like these days now, it's in our face. This shit is dead in our face. Like it's right in our face. The media is the strongest thing ever. And people get mad at me when I say this, and I'm sorry, I'm gonna say this again. People get mad at me when I say this. That congratulations, I'm so happy that we finally had a black president. But the one thing about us having a black president is the fact that so much racial shit got exposed to us in America, and it was so fucked up because he did what he could do, but he got cut down when it came to trying to take up for his people. And they let him have so much power when it came to the LGBTQ community, all this shit. They let him have so much power with that one, but when it came to like trying to take up for us, they shot him down. All they did was just throw us a fucking bone and be like, "Here you go, you got a black president. Hey, be happy." And now all of a sudden, social media is so strong. All this shit happened. The more that he tried to speak up, he couldn't do shit about it. They gave us a bone, and they just pretty much said once they gave us that bone, they let this shit be exposed, all the racism out there. And that's when it really started coming out. Because if you see it before that, a lot of the shit that happened in America when it came to like police killings and black people being killed in the news, and when you look back at it, this shit all plays back into that Willie Lynch letter of putting fear in us. They gave us a bone, and next thing you know, when they gave us that bone, they put that fear into us, and they fucked us up with it, and they're still doing it to this day. So I mean, that's why I didn't really want to say much about it, because I have so many opinions when it comes to it that it's fucked up.
It is, but you think, well, I will say this: it was still happening when Obama was in there. It was just that now I feel that it was more open after Trump got in there. It was more open thing to see,
I
a
mean, no,
more open, actually a more open thing to look for, I should say.
it's been open since Obama was in there though.
Yeah, it always has happened. Always been, like I say, sometimes have behind dark, sometimes it doesn't, but it hasn't really started getting paid that much attention till then. So with that being said, you believe in that this is all a part of that, with him end up missing and whatnot, and nobody hearing anything about the shit until after the fact the young man is found dead.
I definitely. So I'm not gonna say that. I'm yeah. I will say that it's part of it. I would definitely say it's part of it, bro. Cause like they expose this stuff to us, and it's kind of like a fear control because they see that nowadays we're into the mode where it's like if you look at like between the '60s and like the early 2000s, we were more so like let's pray about it, let's pray about it. Well, actually, let me take that back. Once we lost all of our civil rights leaders, we were kind of dormant. We were dormant. All we did was just kind of chill. We had a little moments where we spoke out what stuff happened. We spoke out, we rioted, we did this, that, and the third. But we weren't too powerful. Next thing you know, the moment that we started getting powerful, look what happened. We got shot back down. We got shot back down with everything that's going on. It's kind of like they said, like, okay, y'all quiet. Then next thing you know, when y'all start to make an uprise, we got to keep y'all under control. Boom, boom, boom. Start hitting y'all youth. That's what they started with, hitting the youth. Because if you look at it, first televised was youth. And Chris, you are an advocate of this. I've seen you show it plenty of times on your page, bro. You show how many times kids go missing. It's a known fact, bro. It's not a known fact. Black youth go missing a whole lot more than anybody else.
RJ, I don't want to cut you off because you're making some really good points, man. I think you're speaking on some real shit. A lot of people will look at this and say that it's conspiracy theory. I think the reason that a lot of people would say that it's conspiracy theory is because they don't understand. They don't understand the level of skepticism that the black community has. And we joke about this, and when it's me, you, and Roy on here about me being a light skinned nigga, but black folks, period, it don't matter what your color is, whether you mixed or whatever. There are known things that happens in the black community that people think that we exaggerate about.
Yeah.
And it's not an exaggeration. Like, the shit is true facts. I got family members in my family that's darker than Aunt and Roy. And I can tell you right now, I know Aunt's family personally. Aunt's little brother and little sister is about 3 shades lighter than he is. So that whole, and this is not the go off of the Willie Lynch uh, position that you pose, RJ, but we black, and let me just lay that out first and foremost.
Yeah.
I lay that out as a preface before I land to my point. You're right, RJ. On my pages, on my page, I do advocate for missing kids and missing people. This case is more than just a missing child. Let me say that again. You hear
Yeah.
me?
Yeah.
This case is more than just a child that went missing.
Yeah.
Cast away all your black folk conspiracy theories on this one. These are my words. Cast away all the child trafficking shit. This shit sounds to me like a rebirth in Emmett Till.
I was gonna say that too.
And let me tell you why. Give me
But
one,
wait. What's the story behind it though? Like,
give
was
me
there
one
like?
second if you will.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second if y'all will. I say that because all three of us came into this not really having a lot of information on it. And I think a lot of that has to do because this case, even though they said Beyonce posted on her website, I have not seen this on social media anywhere.
Not at all. Not at all.
And I'm
Not
mad
to
that I haven't seen it on social media anywhere. And I'm gonna tell you, the only place that I've seen this,
I don't, bro. I don't know where you found it. I
the
don't know where
only
you found
reason
it.
I'm
That's
about
what
to
got
tell
me.
you, RJ, I'm about to tell you where I found it at. The only reason, Ant, that I suggested this as a topic that we speak about today, because Roland Martin, I'm not sure if y'all are familiar with Roland Martin. Texas is on, Ant. He belonged to us, journalist out of Texas. He got a digital news show, and I'll put the link down in the description to it. Roland Martin reported on this on his news channel, which is free, by the way, on YouTube, and he talked about this case. And the details for which he talked about it is what made me inspired to talk about it on this podcast. And I'm gonna tell you this much: even though we seen it on a corporate news video that we just watched, they didn't give us all the details. Did y'all hear what
Right.
I said? They did not give us all the details in that video that we just watched. Roland Martin gave the details. And the only reason I didn't play the Roland Martin video is because he aired it today. And he hasn't broken it up into a clip, that's short enough for us to play for the audience. So I preface all that, and I ask y'all again, give me a second, because there's a couple of things that I want to show y'all, because they don't do justice to all the details with that video. I'm going to read two articles. The first article is from the Daily Advertiser. Bobby was taken on October 30th by a woman and her 17-year-old son from his home in Baldwin, a small town halfway between Lafayette and Morgan City, said Chase Trichell, the family attorney. Did y'all hear him talk about any of that shit in the news?
No, they ain't say none of that shit.
Okay, he was taken on October 30th, right? About 3 that afternoon, Bobby's mother, Roxanne Nelson, tried to call her son to figure out where he was. So on the 30th at 3 p.m., she tried to call to find out where her son was at. At 8 p.m. on the 30th of October, no one had heard from Bobby, and his mother was worried. His parents reported him missing on the 30th of October to the Baldwin Police Department, which told them that he was probably at a football game. No Amber Alert was issued after his family reported him missing. The family got a tip on Bobby's location from a friend and called Iberia Parish Sheriff Department. Y'all ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
On the 3rd of November, he was found in Iberia Parish, 20 miles away from his home, dead in a sugarcane field in Lauraville. When did she first make the call?
30th.
When was this kid found?
3rd.
of November.
Mm-hmm.
But hold on, let me get deeper than that. Iberia Parish Sheriff Department sheriff officials said in a release Tuesday, its Bureau of Investigation is still investigating suspicious circumstances surrounding this death. Investigators have interviewed multiple individuals and collected physical evidence, which being prosecuted, yada 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 yada. A preliminary report of the Iberia Parish, all right, yada yada yada. Hold on, this is some critical information. Investigators have interviewed multiple individuals and collected physical evidence, which, in being processed, Public Affairs Director Catherine Bro said in a release, a preliminary report from the Iberia Parish Coroner's Office has determined Bobby likely drowned in ankle deep water in the sugarcane field, right, Ant?
Yeah, that don't make no
Right.
damn sense, bro.
Okay. The family has commissioned an independent autopsy. The Baldwin Police Department in St. Mary Parish said Facebook post it is investigating the boy's disappearance. The Baldwin Police Department will be investigating reasons why the deceased juvenile was missing from his residence in Baldwin. Assistant Chief of Police Samuel Weiss III posted. The department has since then deleted its Facebook account. No one has been arrested in connection with Bobby's disappearance or death. Now, y'all following me so far, right?
Or you see,
Yeah.
you see what I was getting at. You
RJ,
see what I'm
RJ,
getting
RJ,
at.
RJ, I know you got a lot of thoughts in your mind, and I know you got some thoughts in your mind too, because the media didn't do a good job of covering this. But wait, there's more. Y'all ready?
Go for it.
Quawan went missing on October 30th. We already established that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Quan's parents reported his disappearance from father's home in Baldwin, Louisiana, where he had recently moved on October 30th. He had just started a new school. Quan's father, Kenneth Jocko, said that part of the reason he was concerned about Quan's whereabouts was that he had left his beloved dog, who he had named My Baby, behind Quan's attorney, but behind. Quan's family attorney says that the Baldwin Police Department took a report but gave no indications over the next few days that they were searching for a teen or actively investigating the disappearance. So the police department didn't even take that shit serious in the first place, right?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. I had this shit all saved. Okay. So y'all ready for this?
Yeah.
They never named any suspects in the video that we watched.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't tell us what happened on the day of his disappearance or who he was with or any of that on the video that we just watched, right?
Yeah.
This is why mainstream news media is so fucked up when they report issues and cases about the black community. Because all of this shit sounds fucked up based on what we know, based on what we saw. But there's not enough details to tell us more to make us question more, right?
It's just like, bro, like I
Wait,
said,
wait,
it's to
wait,
make
wait,
us
wait,
scared.
wait, RJ. I know you got a lot of thoughts. Let me finish this. Because it's more details that we don't know. Quan's family attorney says the Baldwin Police Department took a report but gave no indication over the next few days that they were searching for a teen or actively investigating his disappearance, per the Washington Post. Instead, they suggested that Quan might have gone to a football game and asked if the boy had a troubled past. Now, the last thing that we read, they talked about him going to a football game, right?
Mm-hmm.
His family says Quan was friends with 17-year-old Gavin Irwin and Irwin's mother, Janet, in neighboring Iberia Parish before he died. Jocko told the Post that they learned through a third party that Irving's picked Quan up the day he went missing around 3 p.m. While Jocko was at the store, The post reports that Quan's father said neither he nor Quan knew the Irvins, who were white, and had not given them permission to take Quan.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, bro, look, Hey, bro, I need you to send me that. Send me that link. I need that link.
Yeah.
I need that one link right there. Send me that link, bro.
I can send that link too, man. Now, this my sock. It's sentiments on it. As you said, that when it comes to us, it is I don't know. We be trying to say Black Lives Matter, but they fuck around and say, hey, every life matter. We fuck around and say, hey, we trying to do this shit for justice. They'll be like, shut up, dribble, shut up, I'll play ball. Well, when big names say it, you know what I'm saying? Hey, stick what you do, don't worry about this shit. However, though, you can sit here and tell me what the president tweets, but you can't sit here and tell me about this kid missing. And not only did he missing around the people he was with, they were gonna play it off as, oh, he just at a football game. Don't even try to look at the shit. You know what I'm saying? That's some bullshit.
I got one thing for you, bro. Hey, and I got one thing for you. So back when I was in Virginia, back when I was on the Ford, little dude, little 22-year-old little white dude, he blew my head with this. He said, if you watch CNN will talk to you all day long about their big stories, but they small stories run across the bottom of the screen all day long.
I
like
give
what
you
you
that.
mean. He said, watch this. He said, next time you watch CNN, watch it. The same day I went home, I looked at CNN, ignored everything they said, and I read everything that came across real fast. Cause they pass it by like this right here.
Yeah, I've been an advocate to that for the longest.
But when you read it though, when you read it though, you will see every major story, and I guarantee you, that story probably came across the bottom of that screen, and nobody knew it.
I haven't seen it. I'll tell you that.
That's the thing about it though. You don't watch it all day long. That's what I'm saying. You don't watch it all day long. Like on CNN, they run small stories all day long. If you watch it, they run small stories all day long across the screen. He said they don't run them too often. He said they might run them like once or twice a day.
Yeah, right. And another thing, back to the story, it did say that, hey, well, like I say, it took the other investigator, the reporter, to go back and give names of people. However, the sheriff department had not had nobody's subject for interest, especially this the last people this kid been seen with getting picked up from that place.
But then the parents said
nobody in jail. And you don't get a parents a little 1, 2. He just probably over there. Ain't no probably here shit. This kid ended up missing. This kid is fucking missing. Now, if it was little Timmy or goddamn little what's the name? Little Janet.
But that's the bad thing, bro.
No
that's the bad thing about it, though, bro. You don't really see that too often no more. You don't hear about little Tammy or a little Timothy or a little whatever the fuck their name is. You don't hear about that no more in the news. All you see is us missing. That's it. That's all you really see. You might see that's about it. I mean, you might see something. You might see someone on the interstate, like an Amber Alert on the interstate. And even when you ride on the interstate, be honest with me. How many times you ride on the interstate and you see the Amber Alert pop up and you see the name what they show?
They show damn license plate number in the car.
Exactly. I barely see the name. But all I see is something show up and I see a license plate number in the car. I don't never see the name.
And another thing though.
Hey, Chris, am I lying though, bro?
You ain't lying. Oh, you asked Chris, but you ain't lying. You telling the truth about that part. But my thing is, you just said it's only us popping out, right? On the TV. But how much work we got to do to get this shit put on TV?
Bro, I'm gonna tell you right now. It don't matter how much work we do. At the end of the day,
can I interrupt y'all real quick?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going back to the second article that I read. I'm going to read this again for y'all one more time. Quan's family attorney says that the Baldwin Police Department took a report. The Baldwin Police Department. RJ, you still with us?
Yeah.
Okay. But gave no indication over the next few days that they were searching for a teen or actively investigating his disappearance. Per the Washington Post, a credible news source. Instead, they suggested Quan might have gone to a football game, and here's the critical part, and asked if the boy had a troubled past.
That ties back into what I was saying. Like, what we got to do to get
Now,
up? We got to go through hell and
That's
high
what.
water.
No. That's what they.
Get on
No, that's
TV.
what they do every time.
Hold on.
They do that every time, though.
I know where y'all are going with this.
But it happens every time.
Yeah, but let me for a second. Let me draw an example. A not too long ago example. March 2020. Actually, February 2020. A young man goes for a run down in Brunswick, Georgia.
Maya Davis.
He ends up in a white neighborhood. There's a home being newly constructed, not owned, newly constructed, built up from the ground. For all of my home developers, my wholesalers, my flippers, you know, when you're driving around a neighborhood or a community and you see construction, you stop, you get out, you go look at the house for business purposes. This young man was just running, getting some physical activity in. Sees a house that's still being constructed. He goes inside the house just to look. Folks in the neighborhood call, well, they don't even call the police, they call each other. They get in their pickup trucks. One man is driving with a pistol out the window. Another man is in the bed of the pickup truck with a shotgun and a rifle, like they're on a safari hunt. The man goes back to running. They stop him. They harass him. They accost him. They chase him down in their trucks. They try to physically stop him. This man is unarmed. Got on basketball shorts and a t-shirt. And he's running. And he looked like he's running. He tries desperately to get away from these people. But as soon as they start showing acts of physical aggression, he gets physical to defend himself so he can try to get away. Meanwhile, there are rifles and pistols pointed at him. Seconds later, shots are fired from the pickup truck. Shots are fired from the people on the street that accost him and harass him. And he ends up dying. Can any one of y'all tell me what the name of that young man is?
No.
Maya Davis.
You got the first part right, OG. Ahmaud Arbery.
Arbery, my bad. Okay, my bad. I know it's Maya though.
The
I heard about
first
that.
thing they tried to say when they reported that case, he had a checkered background. He had a fucked up.
They always try to turn it. That's what they do. They try to turn it around, bro.
Up history.
Yeah, they turn it around.
Wait a minute, RJ. This happened in February. The person who killed him immediately called the DA's office. The local police didn't do anything. The man stayed free and got to sleep easily for 2 whole fucking months. This not even before the police arrested him. This is before we, as the general public, found out via the news. But the first thing they said was Ahmaud Arbery had a checkered past and he had mental health issues.
Nah, hey,
Fast forward. I know what you're thinking, RJ. Hold that thought because I'm gonna let you get it off here in a second. I got a lot to say here in a sec right now. Breonna Taylor is murdered in her home for a fuck up from the county in the city of Louisville, Kentucky. A simple mistake by the county. Never mind what her life was about, what her past was. The first thing they try to do is say she was involved with a neighborhood drug dealer anyway. She had a checkered past,
which was the ex anyway.
which was the ex-boyfriend. This little boy ends up being found in a sugarcane field in Louisiana. And they want to say that he had a checkered past.
It's the
Chris.
go-to.
Chris.
And hold on, RJ. We just watched the fucking news report, ABC, NBC, one of them. It was a big news network. They didn't mention anything about the Irwins. They didn't mention anything about the family reporting the boy missing on October 30th, but the police not finding the boy to the 3rd, and us not getting the fucking story until today, the middle of goddamn November. They don't mention none of that shit.
Nah.
But in the fucking article, they want to mention that he was having troubles. He's the fucking victim.
Do you see what I'm saying, though? Do you see what I'm saying? What I said about this whole that Willie Lynch letter, and it's to put fear. Because right now, they're not attacking the strong. They're attacking the kids. So what is that doing right now? If you think about it right now, if you see any mother, any melanated mother right now in America, and you ask them what's their biggest fear for their kids, 9 times out of 10, hey, right now, bro. You ask right now, what's the biggest fear for motherfucking Devin and motherfucking
Logan.
Damn, I forgot.
Logan.
Damn, I forgot my little nigga name already. Damn, I fucked up.
Yeah, you did.
Anyway,
Logan.
Three
Yeah.
stacks.
Yeah, if you ask Chop right now, what's the biggest fear for Devin and Chop? I mean Devin and Logan. She probably gonna be like, she afraid to get murdered. Chris, right now, if you ask anybody in your family that got kids right now, what's the biggest fear for their kids in America? They probably gonna say that their kids gonna get murdered. If you ask me right now, bro, what's the biggest fear right now? I got 5 girls. I don't gotta my biggest fear shouldn't be worried about my daughters being murdered. My biggest fear should be about my daughters being raped. My biggest fear is about my kids getting murdered, bro. And right now, what is that doing? Like I said, with that, don't all play right back to what I said about that Willie Lynch other stuff. They put fear in us, bro. They put fear in us right now. They put fear in the youth to try to control us.
It do, RJ, and I don't want to minimize the validity of that. But fuck the fear. Fear be damned.
I know, but just think about this though. Think about this right now, Chris. Chris, just real quick. Think about this right now. If you get mind control over the youth right now, if they see all this stuff over the news,
and see, RJ, and I follow you. I'm trust me. I know where you're going with it, and I'm with you on that. And then we did, and we did a podcast where we talked about Breonna Taylor, and I mentioned the boys and I mentioned the girls with Roy, with this shit. So I'm there with you, RJ. I understand that there's a genuine concern for children, Black life for children. My thing is this: when I came on and opened up my first 2 cents, I mentioned Emmett Till.
Yeah.
Willie Lynch be damned. We know what that is. We know that it's light-skinned niggas and dark-skinned niggas, and they use the light-skinned niggas to make the dark-skinned niggas jealous so the light-skinned and dark-skinned niggas could be against each other. But at the end of the day, we both underclass. But we come from the same goddamn bloodline. We know that.
Yeah.
We know that they use fear and intimidation tactics against black folks to make us comply with standards, rules, and regulations. And if we were to get out of bounds, we would only get out of bounds with ourselves. And we mentioned that when we talked about the MO3 situation earlier. We know that. Fear be damned. And RJ, do you know when Emmett Till, when they had his wake, they asked his mother, did she want to have an open casket?
Yeah, she said yes. She said yes.
Casket, and she said
yes. She said yeah for open casket.
Felt like the world needed to see.
Yeah.
It goes back to what you were saying, RJ, because again, when you open it up, it was with some conspiracy theorist type shit. But when I came and backdosed you, I said niggas can't really just invalidate the conspiracy theory of black community because there's a reason for us to be skeptical and more believing in conspiracy because of what we've gone through in our community. And that's wait a minute. But that's the whole reason why Emmett Till's mother had the open casket.
Right. Yeah. She did it to show it.
White folks didn't believe that black folks was going through the shit that we said we was going through.
No, exactly. I know what you're saying.
To show them. So what I'm saying is this. This is 2020. This is nigga. You come in my house. I am from Texas. I am licensed. I own weapons. I hate to put this out, but you come in my house, especially while I got my family around. You better hope you get the best of me in that moment, because you will fucking die. If I injure you, you will not just be injured. I will murder you.
No, you have every right.
Wait, RJ. In self-defense of my family.
You have every right, though. Somebody come inside your house, though.
You do. But this is the point that I'm making. That is valid logic and rationale for every American in the country, except for when it comes to when black folks get to talking about what's going on with us, our families, and our communities. And stories like these validates the shit that you say when you open up the fucking podcast with your position. We have valid reason to feel the way we feel.
Of course, and that's exactly what I'm right now, bro. What you saying? We're agreeing to disagree right now.
No. I don't think we're disagreeing. I think we're agreeing. I think where we might be missing each other is I don't look at it as a conspiracy theorist.
Well, I mean, I don't look at it.
I don't even look at it as a tactic of fear anymore. We're past the tactic of where you can play those Willie Lynch games on us. We know that. We know that game, bro.
But see, but that's the bad thing about it, though. Do we really know it, though? Do we really know as people?
We do. We know it. I say that we know it because in the age of information, in the age of our history, if anything we know why we have issues. The problem is no.
Chris, that's not true. That's not true. Chris, think about this. Chris, let me say one thing real quick.
We know we have problems. The problem is this. We know that already. The problem is we haven't figured out how to solve that problem yet. Which is
why. But Chris, let me say one thing though. Just because you know it don't mean everybody else know it. Just because I know it, don't mean everybody else know it. Just because Ant know it, don't mean everybody else know it. Because you know, Chris, like, look.
I'm speaking on
Chris,
that.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Look, back whenever I was just recently in Japan, over African American Heritage Month, I try to talk to people about our leaders beyond the ones that's publicized. You know, somebody told me they know who Angela Davis was, Marcus Garvey, King Mansa Musa, none of this stuff. They couldn't tell me none of this stuff. So that's what I'm saying. Like just because we know it,
and some of these folks are black folk, right?
all of them was.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm saying. Just because we know it, don't mean everybody else knows.
But see, when I say that, RJ, I don't mean that in a very general sense. I mean that in the sense of in the age of information, it's not hard to find that information. It's not hidden. It's not like people like you and I are walking around amongst a lot of our people, and we can have those conversations. Versus back in the day where the information wasn't as equally available or readily available to where niggas like you and I that have
people don't want to know it though.
They have the mind
don't want to know it
and read that shit and then come back and share it. It's available for niggas like us to take it back versus back in the day where it wasn't available and niggas
right
around blind.
Right, but
people
don't want to know it though. That's what I'm saying.
I'm not disagreeing with you there. Yes, a lot of us that don't know it. There's a lot of us that don't know it. But my whole point in saying that we generally know it is there's enough information out there with the click of a button. Niggas don't even gotta read anymore because motherfuckers are making videos and stuff about it.
So Chris, what you saying is right now, you saying that people are ignorant to it.
Yes, I mean we
which means it don't make it no better. They ignorant to it.
It does not make it any better. But see, that's what I'm saying though, RJ. That's what I go back to saying. We know what the problem is. We have a listen. All of us don't know what the problem is. I agree with you there. But enough of us know what the problem is to where by now in 2020, we can start to address that problem. Everybody don't have to know. Everybody don't have to know what the problem is. But we have enough that knows what the problem is. But the problem is we don't know how to address it at this point. If that makes any sense. So what I'm saying is this. I am not worried about propaganda. I am not worried about fear tactics anymore. We know that, nigga. We know that in our history. And I'm not saying that everybody knows it. I agree with you. You're right. Niggas don't know that Mansa Musa was the richest person ever in the world. Niggas don't know that there's a good possibility. Do you know who Abar Akbar II? You know who he was?
Yeah.
Who was he?
Hold on, who?
Abu Akbar II. I might
you gotta get name. You gotta get name right first. You throwing me off.
Okay, he came before Mansa Musa.
Oh.
Do you know his story?
Vaguely, not too much.
Okay, he was the king of the Mali Empire before Mansa Musa took over. He decided he wanted to go on an expedition out west. This was in the 1000s. This was before the Vikings had decided they were going to come over to North America, which was 400 years before the British decided to come over and found the Caribbean and thought they was in India.
Yeah, all that, yeah.
Abu Akbar II preceded Mansa Musa, and he decided he wanted to step away from the Mali Empire so he could go exploring out west. There's a lot of evidence that suggests that he founded America before any European ever touched foot in America. And there is evidence to suggest that African empires, if you look at the Olmecs and the Olmec.
Oh, I know. I already know about that.
I know you well studied, but I only raised that point to say this. The information is out there, so everybody don't have to know it.
But we as a people don't accept it though.
No, and
but that's different. That's different topic right
Yeah, that's a different topic, and that's to be expected.
But see, no. But the thing is though, it's not a different topic because if we're talking about the information that we accept as people, and we know what our heritage is, and we tie that into
But RJ,
just listen. If you tie that the fact that you know what your heritage is, right, into all of this, and then you know and you understand why they don't want us to know all this stuff, or they try to hide this information from us, and why they try to kill us off, and why they try to control us, that will show you right there exactly why they try to control us. Because
but here's the deal. Here's the deal, RJ. Here's the deal. And this is what I love about black folks. We're not monolithic, bro. We not all on the same page. We don't have to be. We have shared experiences, we have shared history,
So,
but we all don't think the same. We all don't have the same values, and that's what's cool. We don't need everybody to be on the front lines of understanding this information. We just need enough of us on the front lines to understand this information to take it
okay,
back to the village. Wait a minute, let me finish. We need enough of us, which I feel like we're at that point in 2020 where enough of us know it. Everybody don't have to know it. We don't have to make everybody get on board, but we have enough of us that do know it that can share the information. All we're doing is planting the seeds. The problem isn't the lack of information. The problem is we have the information. We have enough people that know the information. The problem is this: we don't know how to deal with the issues given the information that we have. And that's why I'm saying the whole conspiracy theory, I'm not worried about Willie Lynch anymore. We know that. I don't look at Ant. When I do this podcast every week with Ant and Roy, I know for a fact when I go over to Roy house, I look at his little brother. His little brother is 2, 3 shades lighter than he is. When I go over to Ant house, I look at his little brother and sister. I know his little brother and sister is 2, 3 shades lighter than he is. I know that Roy's mama's a shade lighter than his daddy. I go to my fucking family. I got family members that's darker than me. Willie Lynch don't mean shit to me because I know what my family is and I know where my family come from. Just like I know that there's white folks in my family, Native American folks in my family, and I know the history of that. I don't give a fuck about Willie Lynch anymore. I'm past Willie Lynch. I understand that, and I can take that information back to my people and say, okay, this is what that is. You don't have to accept it, but the seed is planted. The seed is planted at this point. Fuck that. What do we do now to get everybody else to understand? Fuck this light skin, dark skin shit. You understand what I'm
oh
saying?
man, boy, you on something different. I want to talk about no light skin,
No,
dark
no, no,
skin
no, no,
shit.
no, 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 no. And I know you're not, but I only say that to raise this. That's the trivial shit based on the Willie Lynch because that's what Willie Lynch was designed to do. Use light skin, dark skin, classism, house nigga, field nigga to divide black folks to keep us from uniting to gain power. We understand that.
Facts,
I am past
facts, big facts.
me personally, I am past that shit because there's enough information that we understand what that looks like now. My concern is what do we do to fix the conditions of our people? And what we're talking about now is injustice of black issues. A black
Wait, okay,
man
all right.
gets murdered in Brunswick, Georgia. The media goes in and talks about his criminal past. He didn't do anything or commit any crimes when he was murdered. A black woman that was an EMT who saved lives was murdered because of the negligence of a city and a county. The first thing they do is go on TV and talk about her drug dealing boyfriend. She wasn't involved in any type of legal activities when she got murdered.
Wait, hey, Chris, hold on,
Hold
time
on,
out.
wait a minute.
Hey,
Let
time
me
out, hold on.
finish.
Hey,
I know you want to
hey,
stop me,
time out,
bro,
time
but
out.
I'm
I'm
Hey,
almost
about
Chris,
done. I
Chris,
gotta get this out real quick.
we gotta let Ant
I
get his
gotta
stuff
bring
in,
this
bro. Cause
back. I gotta
we
bring this
still
back.
like
I gotta
running
bring this
late
back.
on time.
I know we
hey,
on the time.
let them finish it up. Let them finish up, RJ. Go ahead,
I know
Chris.
we on the time. I gotta bring it back home to the young man that was murdered in Louisiana. You cannot have a boy that goes missing one day. It's reported to the police, and about a week later, it finally gets publicized in the media. You can't then go from it being publicized local media a week later to 2 to 3 weeks later, and it gets barely scratched the surface of national media news. When it scratches the surface of national media news, you can't just cover the story for 2 to 3 minutes and omit some of the most critical pieces of information about the case to force not only black people, but people in general to question what the fuck happened. Because you saw that video the same way I saw it, right, Ed?
Yeah, but think about this. This another thing though. When they shot that original video, right, the first newscast, what date did they have on it? When was that?
The 30th.
That was on the 30th about the kid missing. Now, one thing I will say, you know what I'm saying? First and foremost, as far as what the police told the family and how they was treating the investigation, some bullshit. I'm saying that straight up.
And hold on, police, right? You mentioned the police. Let's not forget the police deleted their Facebook account.
I ain't got to that point yet, but I was getting there. But they deleted that Facebook account, but that all happened on the 30th, though, right? The original video. So they did reach out. It wasn't a set Amber Alert like it should have been. That's fucked up. It wasn't broadcast nationwide. I get that. That's fucked up. Not, but think about it. Now all and the last one you said, oh boy, wrote that shit today. They had extra information, so you kind of got to give them cats a little chance to do some investigation. Granted, it took a week to get to that point to find
Roland
out
Martin,
who the fuck he was last with.
Roland Martin, a black news media guy, reported it with full detail today, and that's how I knew to go look for the actual article that named the suspects. Because Roland Martin put it on his shit today.
Yeah. So with that being said,
black news media.
Yeah. So he got his information to the boy and passed. So he would have them extra little facts.
Hey, hold on. I gotta stop you. I don't mean hold that thought. RJ, what the fuck are you doing?
Huh?
Put that shit away.
I am.
Oh, yeah. Oh shit, ain't paying.
RJ, get that shit off me, bro.
Florida man.
I'm putting the bitch up in the house.
I got you, bro. Wait till we finish, bro. Wait till we finish.
But
fucking up, bro.
But anyway.
Yeah, that's why I told you, bro. That's why
it's legal.
This nigga has no filter.
It's legal though.
Be that
man. Bro, but that's not what we do here.
Hey.
We're a trio podcast, but that's not what we do here, bro. Come on.
Hey, be that as it may. Tell you like this, we won't have a guns right day one day. But look, we are way past time. So, well, final thoughts on this. I'm gonna wrap it up. Y'all basically talked it up, but anywho, y'all start. I would say this as far as final thoughts for this topic. Start holding these people, the news people, fucking accountable too, man. It ain't just don't hold the police accountable. Don't hold just the sheriff accountable. Hold people that are responsible for shit like this. You know what I'm saying? I ain't the best. You know what I'm saying? Everybody out here that's looking on the computer and whatnot do not got degrees in journalism or forensics, science, and all that good shit. They probably don't deal with that. But remember when that girl was missing in Chicago at that hotel party?
Yeah.
Man, there was a whole lot of internet investigators that went harder than the damn newscast did. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah, and you're right, OG, because that's what gets a story publicized more than the actual. If social media goes crazy over it, then that's when the news cycle will pick it up these days.
So with that being said, start getting with these. I don't know how you can do it. Shit, cut their ratings off. Turn, you know what I'm saying? Turn off the TV, do it, stream that shit, so they don't get the views, whatnot they need to keep that shit. Hold them motherfuckers accountable for whichever way you can. You know what I'm saying? Instead of this grab and bait, 1 and 2 hit tactics about some bullshit, get the real shit out there. But that's all I got for that topic. We went way over our time. So we're gonna flip on over to the next one, all right? So our next topic. This is our ignorant topic. Right?
Oh shit.
Trying to release the air a little bit. So what I ratchet type with this one. This one dude decided to post up on Facebook a thought. It actually wasn't a thought. It was something that happened to him. And I want the opinions of the world out there with this. So it ain't no video to it, so I'm just gonna read it out. It says, "What would you do if you caught your 8-year-old watching porn?" And this one guy posted in there. He said, "Well, it's women in the group jumping on me because I feel it's not sex positive for an 8-year-old to be watching porn."
That nigga's a child molester.
Hold on, wait a
No,
minute.
no, he didn't say it. He
Do
didn't.
we know that it's
Look,
a woman? I mean, a man? No, it could be a woman that said that shit.
probably so.
She's a
I
child
don't,
molester.
I don't know who said it, but whoever said it,
It's some fucked up shit.
the people in the group believe that
They a child molester.
they're getting on their asses because they feel it is not appropriate for 8-year-old to watch a porn. What's your thoughts on it, RJ?
First off, nigga, Lawrence 8. If I find out Lauren watching porn, I'm gonna beat up motherfucking ass. If I find out Adriana 12, if I find out Adriana watching porn, which she lucky she wasn't watching it because if it wasn't for Kiera and confirming that old girl was one of her little friends was sending her little porno videos and she never opened them, I would have beat Adriana ass. I'm gonna beat they motherfucking ass. If I had a little boy at 8 years old, I'm gonna beat his ass. I'm sorry. I don't get too fucked. You getting your ass beat. Guess what? When I was 8 and I got caught watching my uncle pornos, I got my ass beat. You getting your ass whooped.
Can we say this real quick for the audience? I know we're a trill ass podcast. And I think I opened this up when Ant first opened it up and we introduced RJ. I think I put the disclaimer out. RJ has no fucking filters, everybody. So when RJ says that he's gonna beat his kid's ass, I need y'all to understand he does not mean domestic violence or abuse.
That is a fact.
Biblical sense, because the Bible says, "Spare the rod, spoil the child." It means it as a disciplinary measure. Not that he's gonna bruise his kids. He's light skinned. His kids are light skinned. He knows better. He knows that if they get a bruise on them, we both know. And you might not know this, but I can tell you from personal experience. If we get bruised, the state gets called involved. So he does not mean that when he said that. Everybody, RJ, you safe now. I had to put that out there for you. I don't want you to get caught up in no bullshit.
Thank you for the disclaimer.
I appreciate you, my brother. I appreciate you.
Squad. Now
Hey,
we got
squad.
Now we got that out the way. What you think about it, Chris?
Man, look, my opinion don't differ too far from RJ's. The motherfucker who posted this, he says, "Well, if it's women in a group jumping on me because I feel it's not sex positive for an 8-year-old to be watching porn," and then he has the surprised emoji face. My nigga,
Got the wow.
Wait, hold on. Surprise emoji face. I ain't see that part.
Somebody said wow.
now look at the face. Look at the screen, RJ. You see the emoji?
Oh shit.
Yeah. that to me that's pedophilic behavior. Now look,
He need to get his ass beat.
Listen, I'll say this. I'll say, and look, we got the name blacked out, so the person that posted this, we should post your name. We really should, but you know, it's we taken from something. We over here the Trill Podcast Debate from the Great State. We practice credibility in our podcast, and so we'll let the powers that be who knows what's going on jump on your ass in that group. But I'll say this. OG, there is a very big difference between a kid being curious and listening to his friends or getting on the internet and finding porn and doing their thing. And it happens. And I'm not going to say that it doesn't happen with 8-year-olds because when I was around about that age, I crept up into my old man's nasty magazines, and I was like, "Yo, what the fuck is this?" And got curious, and I wasn't thrown into no sex thing. Then nobody put me with no woman, no older woman, no dude touched me. I just so happened to come upon my daddy's nasty magazines around about that age. So I get it. Kids come into that shit out of a curiosity when they find it. That's one thing. And if you just so happen to catch your kid in the act of doing that, you
Beat that
have to be
ass.
understanding one, but at the same time, you have to be a parent. You have to say, this is inappropriate. This is too adult for you. You're not ready for this. Leave
Yeah.
this shit alone. If you just so happen to catch your kids involved doing the shit after you lay out after you lay the standard out, and you catch your kid going back and getting involved in it, then I say practice RJ's protocol and tax that ass for getting involved in pornography. But to sit here and say, well, it's women in a group jumping on me because I feel it's not sex positive for an 8-year-old. It says not sex positive for an 8-year-old to be watching porn. So I guess this guy is saying it's not sex positive. So when he,
Yeah. What the fuck y'all reading?
yeah, I misread that. I apologize.
Yes, y'all did.
I did. I apologize. You got me, OG. Hey, you hit me a couple weeks on reading this fundamental. Don't let me forget that shit, nigga.
For the Lord of God, read a book, people.
You got me. You got me.
Shit.
But Bucky's got me a little bit. I ain't gonna lie.
All right.
No. But his post is suggesting that people in there saying that it's not sex positive for kids and little girls. I'm imagining specifically to come down on them for watching pornography. So again, my position is this: if you catch your kids watching pornography the first time, if they just so happen upon it, or if they listening to their friends, you don't got to beat their ass. You don't got to get on them hard. Just sit down and have the conversation with them. Say, this is what sex is. You know, you too young for this. I don't want you being involved in this. I don't want you fucking around with this. And this is where I stand on it. Don't let me catch you doing this again. Now, if you come around the second time and you catch your kid at that age engaging in that type of shit, then I have to agree with RJ a little bit. I'm not gonna necessarily say beat the shit out of them, but you gotta lay down some disciplinary ground rules to let them know that that's not appropriate behavior for somebody at that age. Kids are too young. Kids are too young. They don't have the maturity. They don't have the mental wherewithal to understand complex relationships, and a lot of time people equate physical pleasure with emotional with emotional connection, and at an age that young, people might be confused about that. You don't want your kid confused about shit like that.
Yeah, I know
Just
some motherfuckers confused my age right now.
shit, nigga, you shit, me too. Shit, hey, listen. If sex is complex for niggas in their 30s, and for the most part, on the physical side, we know what we doing, right? But when it comes to that emotional side, nigga, we lost as a motherfucker. So imagine a fucking 8-year-old, nigga. Nigga, no. You're right. You're right. You had all rights to go in on me a couple weeks ago. However, I do stand on my position with the Ice Cube shit. I think I read that right. I fucked up today. But I have to say I agree with the old boy. Whoever felt like it was sex positive for 8-year-olds to be watching porn, you fucked up. You fucked up. You a little
Beat the shit out of his
right.
ass. Beat his ass.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, my thing is this: if my lotion in the house is getting consumed at a rate that I'm not used to, I'm whooping ass. Period. Lord forbid it's behind some goddamn porn.
Hey, how you know Daddy
First off,
ain't ask you, bro?
time
How
out.
you
Time
know
out.
he
Time out.
just
First
ain't
off,
ask you?
time out.
I know.
Hey, Chris.
I
Hey,
know
Chris.
how
Hey,
ashy
Chris.
everybody in
Hey,
this
Chris.
house is.
Chris. I just thought about something.
What's that, bro?
Ant don't get to answer this question because we asked Devin this question like whenever Adriana was here with Jarrell's daughter. We said, "Nigga, you confused?" He said, "This is hey." This is what he did. He said, "We said you confused." He said,
Hey,
"Yeah." He shook his head. Yeah.
say I put this. My kids, I got good boys, I tell you. And these little kids be learning. Now, at 8 years old, did I have Devin watching some smut? Or did I have a found Devin watching smut? Fuck no. Not no damn 8. And if I did, like I said, like Chris said, hey, sit your ass down. Hey, yo,
Hey, Ant,
this some
Ant, I
grown up
love you,
shit.
bro. Hey, Ant, I love you, but it's all about who can draw their gun the quickest.
Hey, I love you too.
Hey, RJ,
Hey,
RJ,
hey,
RJ,
I got good boys.
RJ. Why
You
do
know
I
my kids
always have
responsible.
to hold you, bro? Nigga, why every time we get together, bro, I gotta stop you? RJ,
Hey man, ain't no I'm just bullshitting, man.
I know Ed know, but Ed gonna let you do what the fuck you want to do, bro. You know I'm not gonna let you do that shit, bro, because I know you on crash dummy mission sometimes.
Hey, hold on. Hey, you lucky we not acting the way we usually act. We way better right now.
Listen, you ain't gotta tell me, bro.
Be that as it may.
Listen, I grew up with that nigga. I know what that nigga is capable of, and I know your ass, nigga. You came up under me, so I know what you capable of. And when both y'all niggas get together, I know what can.
Yeah, this goddamn moon cricket right here. This goddamn moon cricket can't sit there and say shit to me.
Yeah.
Y'all niggas is ill, man.
Not the MC anyway. As I was saying.
Go ahead, OG.
The MC.
Go ahead, OG.
As I was saying. Fuck an 8-year-old watch porn if you catch them. Like you said. Stop them. Have educated. You ain't got to get too deep in the education of it. But hey, the old mamas and daddies do. Your ass don't need to be looking at this shit. They come around again, it's that ass. Now, the thing that kills me is this sounds like some old hippie ass shit talking about what this says women is getting on his ass about saying this shit is wrong. Or his or her ass saying this shit is wrong. That's the part I'm concerned about.
Yeah.
Cause how old was we, Chris, when we caught that night shift nurses? We was good and
We was in high
good
school.
at least
Junior high
the
school.
junior high. When that whole fiasco with Dalen, with the other tape and all that goofy shit.
Oh man, we don't want to get into that.
we,
We don't want to get into the days.
hey, we gonna get into that later on one other day. However, we was still dumb, young, confused-ish, but we wasn't 8-year-old confused-ish. I'll tell you that much. And the fast we grew up, we damn sure ain't grew up that motherfucking fast. And for anybody out there, any woman, dude, hey, everybody equal, twin, trans, midget, yellow nigga, black nigga, white dude, don't matter who the fuck you is. If you think for 8-year-old watching porn is all right, man, running traffic.
Yeah.
That shit is,
So what's up? That's what we ending for tonight.
that's what I'm getting at, man. And other than that, though, that's my thoughts and my comments on the ignorance. Anybody else got anything to say on that?
Hey, it's a battle on the 21st, bro. You coming?
Yeah.
Nigga, let me know so I can buy
If
your
you ain't
ticket.
out there, picking up quarters with your butt cheeks, by
Oh
then,
no, it
there.
ain't my battle. It ain't my battle. But
Oh.
I mean, let me know.
Same difference. If you ain't
Hey
there,
Chris, you still in Georgia?
I'm in Georgia, OG, but I gotta keep it 100 with you. I'm not driving all the way goddamn to Jacksonville.
Bro,
I will.
look. Hey, look.
Put that
Chris,
bitch on live. You tell me when it's going. I will.
Chris. Look, I travel, bro. I done rode to Virginia, the North Carolina, the Orlando.
Yeah, if you come,
Samson.
listen, you come out to Georgia. If you got a battle in Georgia, I would definitely leave the house. To come
No, I'm telling you, I'm asking you if you're in Atlanta, cause my cousin's in Atlanta. Because nigga, if I'm in Atlanta, when I come see my cousin, nigga, it ain't nothing.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, bro, hey, you know, you always know. If you
I come to the gym with you and I work you too. What's up?
Hey, but you probably get me, man. I'm out of. Listen, I gotta live
Man,
off
shut
my
up, bro. Man, get off my phone, bro. Hey,
I
and
gotta
what's the
live off
outro?
my Instagram days when I was
And what's the outro? And what's the outro? Cause he lying. What's the
We
outro?
ain't done. We ain't done. Anyway, Chris, gain last comments on this topic.
Nah, I just want to give a shout out to my homegirl. I don't know if she want her name broadcasted on this. I got the idea for ratchet shit from her. She posted this and she pretty much felt the same way that we did. That it's ridiculous for anybody to think that it's okay for an 8-year-old to be watching porn. That it's sex positive for an 8-year-old to watch porn. Now, I will say this:
Most retarded shit I ever heard in my life. Please
it is.
excuse my language.
We
I love everybody.
we definitely do need to have the sex conversation with our kids, but only at the appropriate times and at the appropriate age. And 8 years old, even if you catch them, if they find porn, whether it's video or magazine, that's probably not the appropriate time to have a conversation with them about sex, but it's definitely the appropriate time to set the standard and let them know that that's not okay and they're not ready for that. But you definitely need to like Ant was saying, when we came up on night shift nurses back in junior high and high school, that was the appropriate time for our folks to have that conversation with us about sex and things of that nature. But 8 years old, that's too young. You need to set the boundaries, and if the kids violate those boundaries, then you definitely need to have some disciplinary measures in place to let them know that they too young and that's inappropriate. And if they get involved with anybody, especially somebody that's older than them, that it's okay to tell somebody what's going on. Because I think that's one of the biggest things with kids. Kids get violated and they feel ashamed and they feel like they can't tell nobody. So if you catch a kid watching porn, that probably needs to be a different type of conversation, more so than just
Yeah.
you probably need to have a conversation with them and say, where did you learn this from? You know what I mean? And if it's something deeper than that, then you got to deal with that accordingly. But
Facts.
that's my
All right,
my 2 cents on it.
all right, y'all. So shit, we wrapped it all up. Now we're going up to our last segment of the day. Hopefully this shit stays on the internet like the last time. So this is our slab banger section. So we're gonna ride out to some tunes that we sit here ride to in the slab. Know what I'm saying? Any good day. And since since you are our guest, and we're gonna bring your monkey ass back later on if you can control your mouth.
Do I need to play a song?
And don't forget, not just his
just
mouth.
Tell Chris the song, he'll cue it up.
Not just his actions, not just his mouth, but the nigga actually got ignorant on camera. I gotta edit this shit.
Hey, Florida man.
Edit your shit, nigga.
No, I didn't.
I got
Florida man strikes again.
What I did?
You can't be riding around with the bendo.
It's legal. Hold on.
I don't care.
It's legal.
Be that as it may.
We are a trio podcast, but that is not what we do on this podcast. Why are you making more work for me?
Tell you what, we're gonna do a little simple segment one of these days. Pistol down or shotgun down or whatever. Fuck. We do a fourth what's that shit? A Second Amendment show one day. And we see we see how many of us,
man, let's get this
locked
let's
up.
get to this music. Where the music
So,
at? What's up? What we doing?
Hey, hush up. Anywho, RJ, since your ass the host, what do you old rude ass want to play?
The host.
Your ass the host, nigga. You the host.
I mean, you the guest. I had too many of these.
What we doing, OG?
What you riding in the slab?
Is it on me?
It's on you. You open it. Hey, and hold on, RJ, before I say this. Wait a minute. RJ, before you go, let me say this. You filling in for Roy this week. So you're not just a guest, but you're doing double duty. You're a guest and you filling in for one of the originals. You gotta come with it this week. Yeah. You gotta make good for Roy.
Question.
No question, but you gotta make good for Roy.
This is my question. Would this solidify my spot as a you know what I'm saying, honorary host?
You shall see.
We about to find out.
Yeah.
All right, check this out.
Don't come in this pussy foot.
Chris. My cousin about to punch me in my face.
Yeah, if you keep yelling. So hurry up with the songs so you can shut the hell up.
Nigga. I need Jazzy Bell by Outkast.
Jazzy Bell by Outkast. Went with the old classics, did you? Boy, look at you. Matter of fact, as you looked that up, Chris, who had last go?
Hold on, OG. I'll tell you in just a second. That was Roy.
First
Roy
off,
had last, so it is
first off,
appropriate for RJ to
hey,
go first.
Yeah,
first
he
off,
go first.
first off, I could have said International Players Anthem.
Hey, it's your call. What you
Y'all
write
already
your
know. Hey,
select?
look, but y'all already know, man. This Florida all day, but you see it right here,
Ah, gotcha, boy.
along with the woo. You know what I'm talking about? I could have hit you with the woo. You know what I'm talking about?
He going hip hop. He going hip hop.
NETHOD, baby.
But you know what? I did West Coast a lot. I did a lot of West Coast. I don't know if you've been catching all of our episodes, RJ, but I did a lot of West Coast.
Yeah, he has. So, it's
Chris
a
different
tradition.
though. Hey man, Chris different though. Hey, look, Chris is
RJ.
kind of like Hey, I'm gonna tell you one thing about it. Chris always been like the one dude from Dallas who didn't seem like he was from Dallas. The same way I was from Florida, but I didn't seem like I was from Florida because when they hear my like what I like in music, they be like, "What the fuck are you from?"
Yeah,
Nigga, I'm from
you
Florida.
always knew I was from Dallas by the shit that I played. Because no matter what I liked outside of Dallas, the first thing you always
Okay.
heard me play. And it's not
Okay,
Texas.
nigga. Okay,
It ain't
nigga.
Texas.
Okay,
I
and guess
always
what?
represented Dallas first.
And guess what? And you always knew I was from Florida from the moment I jumped on the mic.
Yeah, yeah.
Well then, Florida Gator. Toast your drink up.
Hey, I want to.
Introduce your song. Oh, what you got to say, Greg?
No, go ahead, OG. Let OG. It feels good calling this nigga OG now.
Don't.
So my song for the night for y'all is Jazzy Bell by Outkast. A classic off of the AT Aliens. And this